Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Stones Live Poker. I am Jake Rosensteel here with
Valerie Cross.
And
welcome.
Tonight we have 5-5 PLO. PLO again, brought to you in part by Deej Poker Apparel. Awesome. So yeah, the 5-5 on, or the 1-3-5 on Saturday for the Survivor Series. That was a blast.
Yeah, it was
a lot of fun.
Great game. Yeah.
Great game.
Yeah.
Very entertaining. We had Andrew Barber and everyone would come down and play. He made like $2,000 for charity, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
We love PLO here. PLO runs pretty regularly, so we're gonna fire it again here this Monday, and you're welcome.
Yeah, more 4-card fun.
More 4-card fun. We played some PLO after the stream. That was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
A lot of
Maybe
fun.
Too much.
Yeah, we had a little bit too much fun. It's good stuff. Awesome lineup tonight. A lot of fun players. Chelsea Gelber, who we saw play in that 1-3-5 Survivor Series on Saturday, she did not get voted into the free roll single table sit and go, but she decided to just stay in town and loved it so much, so she's still here. She's playing PLO again with us tonight.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, she came all the way in from Arizona, so if there's more
Yeah.
PLO action, you might as well stick around and catch it all, you know?
Make it last as long as you possibly
Gotta
can.
catch them all.
Yeah, you have to, right? Maximize the expected value of your trip. We also have Earl Mencken, who is one of my personal favorites. He's in the game. Earl Troll. And he really is. He is the best.
The only.
Interesting thing tonight, we're getting the game together and everyone wanted to play 6-max. He said, like, you know, PLO plays so much better, or so much more fun. Well, it's more fun than Hold'em period, but like short-handed, it's just the nuts. It's so sexy. But we had so many players come through that wanted to play. If we played 6-max, we'd have to cut a bunch of people out of the game. That's no fun. So we're playing 7-handed on the live stream for you guys tonight. So short-handed PLO, that ought to be awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. You know,
seriously,
it's gonna
right?
really create even more action.
Super jam up. And then we're playing short-handed. I think we're playing 8-handed in the feeder game as well. So 2 tables running PLO, 5-5 PLO. There might be a list as well, but or I think yes there is. So get down here, jump in the game, and we can take a little walk around the table if you're ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. So in seat 1, Matt Holtzclaw, he played in the last game as well. We see Matt, he is a regular. Can't see his chip stack right now, but I think this game is a 200 to 1,000 max, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I'm not positive, because I know in the 1-3-5 we were not playing. We were not playing table stakes in the 1-3-5.
Yeah.
But it's 5-5 tonight, and I think we usually play the 5-5 table stakes.
Yeah, I think so too.
I believe we are. So don't quote me on that. We'll kind of we'll check a confirmation later. In seat 2, we got Dan. Dan's a regular. He's been playing a lot of PLO. Dan Sturd. Soul Crusher. 2 Dans tonight. Seat 3, everyone recognizes Jason McRoberts. He got stuck a little bit the other night.
Yeah, you know,
we're gonna go live right now.
We always expect to see a lot of action out of Jason.
Yeah.
He was definitely one of the more action players
for sure.
Saturday night. So.
Definitely. And it was good. We saw him getting that crazy hand with Andrew. He just jammed. He had the pocket flush, Ace King XX all diamonds.
Yeah, all diamonds. He flops a wrap.
Yeah, he just lets it rip.
In there.
Send it.
All right, last one.
Jason's in the game, and then of course seat 4, I guess we'd call it tonight. Getting a look at Earl Mencken. Looks like he's sitting right around 600 right now.
He looks unimpressed.
Right now, I think we need to change it. Right now, we're showing Hold'em cards. We are playing PLO.
Hopefully, we get that worked out for you guys.
We should get that fixed.
We can only see 2 of their cards. They all have 4 cards. We'll see what happens.
Brooklyn Dan.
Yeah, seat 5, Brooklyn Dan.
Brooklyn Dan.
He has a beautiful accent.
He does.
Real
I love
nice
it.
guy. I've been playing with him a lot lately.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he really is like one of the nicest guys you will ever meet. He makes his ever rolled you up a rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a napkin rose from him one night.
Yeah, he's a classy guy. A lot of fun. Okay, now we're showing 4 cards. Get them all out. Probably, you know, they just switched over, so now probably won't see the whole cards the same. We do have whole cards for you guys. The table is working well for us.
So Chelsea in seat 6, and seat 7 is Jared.
Jared just took down the Battle of the Bay down Lucky Chances. That was an $1,100 buy-in, and Jared beat. Good for Jared.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Decent score there.
Big score.
Yeah.
Chelsea, she runs a blog That Girl Who Plays Poker. You can catch her on Facebook, That Girl Who Plays Poker, or on Twitter, That Girl WP Poker, or I should say at That Girl WP Poker. And she kind of runs through stuff, kind of gives a little bit of perspective, you know, from playing for a living as a female in the poker world and some of the crazy stuff that she's seen. It's good stuff. It's really good.
Nice.
A lot of fun.
I will definitely check it out.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like I started following that page both on Facebook and Twitter, and really good stuff, really entertaining. And I had no idea that Chelsea was the one that ran it.
Oh,
and
that's
she was
funny.
in on Saturday night talking with her. You're from are you sweet from Sac? Now you're in Arizona, and I had no idea that that's actually her behind the scenes.
It's really funny.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Can't wait to check it out. Welcome everyone in the chat. Ricky Barstow, Jimmy Bluffett, usual suspects.
Awesome. Short-handed PLO. This ought to be a blast.
Oh yeah. So for Stone's Survivor Series, we're accepting bios. Accepting bios now for next Saturday's game.
That's a 5-10. 5-10 no limit hold'em.
Yeah. And get your bios in by Wednesday at noon to Stone Survivor at stonesurvivorcall.com. All right.
We got cards.
We got lots of cards. Lots of crappy cards, actually.
So I think Earl's got the Straddlon in his hand. But that's the great thing about when you're playing short-handed is, one, you don't have to sit around and wait for the nuts. You know, well, this game everything plays one nut anyway. But you can't, because the game can play a lot faster, and if you sit around and just playing the nuts are better, you will get run over in this game.
Yeah.
Namely by players like Earl, players like Brooklyn Dan there, guys who just want to, fire, barrel. They'll smash you in this game if you start playing, too nitty. King, Jack, 4, both players flop kings. Dana's got the better kicker right now. He's playing his 9.
Can't be too excited about it, but
yeah, he's not in love with it. He also has some backdoor wheel draws. Matt's also got some backdoor straight draws as well. Also has backdoor hearts. Matt bets 9, he gets a call from Dan. Ace on the turn gives Dan a gut shot to his wheel. Still has the best hand with his King 9. Ace on the river, and that's a great part about PLO is that you have to play 2 from your hand, so this is not a chop pot. They're not playing kings, aces with the jack. Dan is playing his aces, kings with his 9, and as long as he can make the call here against Matt, he should scoop this pot. Not an easy call, though.
yeah, I mean, Matt recognized that Dan probably doesn't have an ace here, so it's pretty hard for him to check call on the river.
And if he had a hand like King Jack and was just calling Matt down, he got counterfeited. 195 to call. And actually wouldn't be surprised to see Dan fold here.
Yeah, I mean, Dan could even have a hand like Queen 10 that made a straight on the turn and checked over to Matt. And, when the board pairs, Matt can try to get him off of a straight. Didn't really seem like he had that kind of hand, but looks like Dan's thinking about calling here.
There it goes.
Wow.
Mixed call.
That's a pretty sick call.
9 plays. And Matt's like, Jesus, wow. You're like,
wow, really?
and here we go. But that short-handed PLO, if you're not willing to make calls like that, it can cost you. Nice call, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, I think the short-handedness definitely played in there.
Yeah, I know. If that's a ring game, a little bit tougher to call off there with the King 9.
Yeah.
The way he called it.
Dan just kind of recognized that Matt, I mean, didn't seem like Matt had hit the ace, like he had the ace in previous hand on the turn. Since he checked back. I don't know. Dan mixing it up, looking him up there.
A little bit. I like it. Chelsea Gilbert, that girl who plays poker. She's a lot of fun. She's got some great stories too. Really good stories from playing down south.
Nice.
Crazy things happen in poker.
especially as a woman.
As a female player, yeah, it's a whole other world.
I feel like we get to see a lot more antics.
Matt's gonna open up the pot. He makes it 20 to go with the ace jack 8-6. He's got a suited ace. Dan Stir. So tonight we're gonna go by Dan and Daniel. I still like calling Daniel Brooklyn Dan. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that.
I think it's good. So Earl puts in a 3-bet out of the big blind to 80 with a king 10 9 8. He's got clubs. Matt's got position. Gives it up. Wow.
Oh, they both give it up.
Just giving it up to Mr. Mankin. Short-handed kids. If that's how it's going to go, it's going to be a long night for these guys.
Wow. You know, for most people, that hand that Earl just 3-bet there with is not a 3-bet out of position hand.
It's alright.
But you're pressure on people.
And him and Matt have played so much together. They go back. I mean, so far. I mean, there's a lot of things that Earl might know. He knows, or I'm sorry, you know, from his perspective, you know, Matt knows I'm never 3-betting light here out of position against him. You know, especially Matt being, you know, one of the most competent, you know, PLO players in the room. So he's got to have it every time, right? So he can do it with any 4.
Of course.
Chelsea's under the gun.
Anybody need service? Susie's right here.
I hope we get to see Jared mix it up. He can be a lot of fun to play with.
I don't think I've actually played with Jared before. I know I don't know him personally, but I know who Jared is. I've seen him in the rooms around the area, but I can't say that I've actually personally ever played with Jared before. If I have, I don't remember.
Yeah, he's definitely not afraid to barrel. I mean, it's been a while since I played with him, but...
And he just beat that big tournament.
Yeah,
so.
he's definitely one of the more action players back in the day, and yeah, coming off a huge win.
Oh yeah, you're never afraid to barrel.
Got to splash around.
So much fun. As it is, Jared opens up the action, makes it 20 to go, gets calls from Dan and Jason.
Dan flops a top set here.
Jack 9-6, couple of diamonds.
Chips.
Now there's enough straight draws, straight combos, and flush draw on board where Dan actually thinks you can raise for value. There's a lot of spot and hold 'em when a lot of players here would just call and wait to build a bigger pot on later streets. In PLO, I think you actually can't put a raise in here. He's gonna just call though.
I mean, he might just be calling to hope for a safe card on the turn.
Safe turn card.
Maybe a little pot control if it's a bad turn card.
There's a lot of bad turn cards that could come. That's one of them.
That's one of them. A lot of bad turn cards.
10 of clubs on the turn, brings the second flush draw, also completes a lot of straight draws. Action on Jared.
Chips on 11.
There's 220 in the pot.
200.
Yeah, especially with no redraws. It'll be interesting to see what Dan decides to do here.
Now, how deep is Dan?
Yeah,
Dan's
trying to see too.
Dan's only got 530 back, so I mean, it's kind of either get it in now maybe, or normally if you're deep enough, you're definitely flatting here.
Yeah, flat call and hope for the board to pair, and if it doesn't, and Jared barrels, just fold river.
Now if it checks here, if Jared were to check, I'd be curious to see what Dan does, if he's going to value it at top set or not. I think he probably just checks back.
Oh yeah.
620 in the pot. Dan is called flop and turn bets, and Jared's going to fire again. And that's a value.
Yeah. I think it's a good bet regardless. I mean, it's a very credible story, even if he doesn't have it. Looks like he had some kind of straight draw wrap situation.
That's a good pull by Dan. If Jared didn't have it, that's a great bet.
Yeah. And I mean, I think Jared's definitely capable of not having it there, but maybe he did.
Well, with Jared's stack size, with Dan's stack size, Jared's got to think if Dan did have the king queen there, he probably would have just jammed the turn,
Right. Exactly.
So.
Yeah, he can almost take king queen out of his range. I mean, unless he has some crazy redraws with it.
Yeah.
You see Brooklyn Dan making a run as we speak.
Man of many talents. I can make a guess.
Thank you very much. That'll be good luck.
Bacon TT7, welcome to the chat. Folds around to Jason in the cutoff. And Jason's not going to open here. Now, Earl on the button's going to open almost any 4 here. The suited ace is more than enough.
Yeah, I wonder if we're going to see J-Mac tighten up just a little bit with Earl to his immediate left.
Top and bottom pair for Mr. Mankin.
That's more than good enough for Earl.
I think Brooklyn Dan flopped a flush draw. Waiting for the cards to come back around. I saw his cards and I think he had the nut draw. If I'm not mistaken, I did see Dan's hand when it flashed. I'm pretty sure he does have flush right now.
Yeah, if he does, I mean, he's probably checking there, trying to get Earl to bet again. Check the river also.
And when check on the turn, Brooklyn Dan's going to put in a bet there on the river, and Earl will release immediately. BK Thompson 24, yes, we do have jackpot tonight. And Link, we have double jackpots on that.
Yeah,
so
I believe
the
so.
Omaha jackpot's 20K. Any quads beat, or no, quad 8s.
Yeah,
Quad
quad
8s.
eights.
I better clarify there.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't, right?
No, it hasn't. How's that not happening?
Since we started a couple months ago.
Jimmy Buffett asked why is it not playing full table. They wanted to play 6 max, but like I said, if we would have for 2 6 max tables, we would have had to cut too many players who came, to play PLO here tonight out of the game. So rather than cutting it up, just get 2 tables. I think we're playing 7-handed and 8-handed right now, and we still might have a list.
I'll play him heads up.
Yeah, come on down. There's a feeder game. I'm sure we'll have a couple games going here for a while.
The Deej boys are barreling tonight.
Oh, yeah.
They got a lot of problems, but we love them.
The graphics, I mean, we're kind of working out the kinks, and it's a lot of cards for the RFID readers to read. So bear with us. It's a lot better than when was that? A couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, we had some real difficulties.
Yeah, we had a lot of difficulties. The team's been working really hard to fix those. So.
Dan S puts in a raise to 20. He opens up for a pot-sized bet with a Jack 10 9-6. It's called by Jason with Ace Jack 6-4.
Jason's some backdoor hearts.
Bets his pair of aces, takes down the pot. So for those of you who want to get in on our Survivor Series, we played 135 PLO this last Saturday. We have 5-10 No Limit Hold'em coming up this Saturday. Submit a bio to Stone Survivor at stonesgamblinghall.com. Tell us about yourself and jump in the game. Gonna draw 1 player out of that game. Whoever gets the most votes, put him in a single table sit and go, winner take all. Try to ship a main event seat.
Yeah, just a free $10,000 seat. Get in there. Why not?
Michael Rosenbach, he got voted through out of the 135 PLO game.
Yeah.
Rosenbach's got what I like about that is not that anyone else doesn't have a shot, but he's got I think if he gets in the main event, he's got a real shot to take something down. I mean, he's a very accomplished tournament player as well. He's got an HPT title to his name. He's got a couple World Series Poker Circuit rings. Very, very good player. If he gets in the main, watch out.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of solid people already going through to that final table sit and go. It'd be great to have a solid tourney grinder in there, repping stones.
It'd be awesome.
So that'll be really exciting. The event 10, the single table satellite for the 10K seat is Saturday, June 18th. So make sure you tune in then.
It's gonna be fun. Again, it's gonna be so strange with a winner-take-all single table sit and go. That's just
For $10,000.
yeah, for 10K. There's no
crazy.
folding your way. I mean, the ICM stuff kind of gets like so crazy with it being first place only.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna get their heart broke.
Especially with it being a free roll, though. I mean, it's gonna make it really interesting.
Yeah, you got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Everything to gain.
Everything.
Jason looks like he put on the straddle. Picks up a monster in the straddle. Just kidding.
Gonna be a pot, guys.
And Jared's gonna open up the pot. I think we need to coach Jared up on putting his cards over the reader.
Yeah, I think that seems to be the issue. It looks like we keep not seeing Jared's cards, and I think a lot of these other players have played PLO on the stream and are a little bit more aware about where to put their cards. So sometimes it's, you know, user error. But we have someone over there tonight, no? Helping?
Yeah, I think we got someone over there cracking the whip on the players.
Yeah.
8-7 deuce, McRoberts flops, heart draws, and straight draws. Also has a pair of sevens.
Wow.
Jason now makes his flush. I gotta imagine Jared would have c-bet most of his flush draws on the flop. Jason's gotta feel, I mean, just a 9-high flush, but he's gotta feel pretty good about it.
So check, they both check the flop and the turn. I don't think Jason was planning on folding either of those streets. Maybe just doing a little pot control with a crappy flush here. He's got to feel like he's good on the river, though.
Absolutely. East Bay RS asking about the Twitter Roll tournament. So the Twitter Roll tournament coming up on May 30th is a $35 buy-in. Yeah, $35 buy-in. House is putting up the entire prize pool. House is putting up a 10K prize pool. I forget what the starting stack is, but you do get 1,000 bonus chips for following our 3 tournament directors. And we got those up in the chat box now. Yeah, House has been putting up just a free 10K.
Yeah,
Come and get well.
awesome.
Mostly free. $35 buy-in. You're not going to get a 10K guarantee for $35 anywhere else.
No. Yeah, 3,000 starting chips, and then you can get 3,000 bonus chips.
For following all of our tournament.
Yeah, no re-entry, 25-minute levels, top 40 in the money.
Awesome.
So that's Monday, May 30th at noon. Memorial Day.
Ace, Jack 10 for Brooklyn Dan, for Daniel. One of the best starting hands you can, yeah. That's effectively equivalent to aces and hold'em. Almost double suited aces. No, he's almost aces. It's like having off-colored aces. Off-colored aces. Even though he has aces.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, is this right? We didn't see what Brooklyn Dan did. Looks like Earl put in a $10 straddle. Still can't see Earl. Brooklyn Dan.
so Jason puts in a 3-bet with Queen 6-3, and Jared comes immediately back over the top. I wonder if they got those spots in his hands mixed up there. I wonder if it's.
Yeah, maybe
I
Jared
think it's
had that
Jared.
hand, right?
Like, we're playing 7-handed, so they killed 2 of the readers. So I wonder if they got the seats and stuff, so they clocked a little bit off, possibly. So I'm.
It doesn't look like Brooklyn Dan's actually in.
Okay, yeah. So that's what we're being told now, that that's the seat orientation, what seat numbers were turned off and on, and who's where. They'll have that corrected about maybe 5 to 10 minutes, or they've corrected it, and we should see the end result here. Jason's going to call off Queen 6-3. So we know Jared's got Ace Jack 10.
Are they running full board today because we have some
And Jason McRoberts up to his usual Jason McRoberts stuff.
Trying to get lucky and run it up here.
Top set for Jared. I think they're going to run it 3 times, they said.
Oh, really? But they don't run the. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're gonna get the full board.
every time.
So yeah, in 5-5 on the stream we can get the full board.
Also because they're 7-handed.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Nothing there for Jason.
Ace is good on both boards so far.
Just running it twice.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna scoop. So yeah, that's where that problem is. Okay.
So Jared gonna scoop that pot. J-Mac stacks off one of his barrels.
It's just one.
Yeah.
Well, we can understand
keep
that.
barreling.
We talk about that. That's Jason's strategy. He buys in 500 at a time and waits to get traction.
BK Thompson said Queens is too good for Jason. He needs 7 high to get it in.
Chip 10, 11.
Oh yeah, you would know too. It's so sick.
Yeah, he runs
Chips
good
on
with
11.
high hands.
Oh, it's so gross. And now,
Not that rainbow. No.
I can't say that I've never actually got involved in one of the bigger pots I played here in the PLO. And it was like at 3 in the morning. 4-way all in. Actually, Dan Sturr was in the hand as well. It was me, Jason, Dan Sturr, and Azan got in a 4-way all in pre-flop. I think I had 6 high.
6 high?
6 high.
Did you ship it?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
But it was like I flat,
Yeah.
flat, re-raise, like
You
in
just
the.
kind of got stuck in the hand.
I got stuck in the hand, but I also I actually liked where I was at in the hand because I figured that they're all got Broadway.
Right, they're all sharing.
Yeah, they're all
big
sharing
cards
big cards, and as it was when all the hands were tabled, I actually, even though I only had 6, I was double suited. Like I think it was 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that, and I actually had the most equity out of all the players.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean that's something you definitely have to consider.
In multi-way jam-ups, yeah.
Multi-way jam-ups, yeah.
Yeah, nothing like playing a 7K pot
Yeah, you
at
don't
3 in the morning.
sharing cards with 2 people.
Yeah, we cannot run can't run 3 full boards.
Yeah, I thought they were maybe doing 1 flop and then running it 3 times.
3 turns rivers.
That's right.
Matt makes it 50 to go with double suited kings. Jason makes a call, ace king 10-4. Kind of a stinker there, but he's got 3 Broadway cards in the suited ace.
I mean, the problem with the king of hearts is that no one else can make the second nut flush if you make the nut flush.
Exactly.
But good enough.
Follow up on 11.
I mean, I know these things, but I ignore them when I play. So it doesn't really matter.
We're just gonna adopt some holding
Play
sets
better.
here. Yeah, I got.
Jason actually 3-bet there. I did not see that.
Jason made it 1 1/4, so he just kind of clicked back.
That's up.
Interesting way to build a pot.
Yeah.
3, 4, 7. Small card poker.
I mean, if Jason had just flatted pre-flop, he could definitely rep this board real hard. I mean, as he 3-bet, it's a little harder, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. You kind of almost have to have like a big nut flush draw, or I mean, because even if you had aces here, you wouldn't be too happy with this board.
Yeah.
And after he checked, it's interesting that Jason decided to 3-bet out of position in a pot against Matt.
Yeah, he's just gonna barrel it here. Complete whiff for Jason. Matt's like, wow, I hate that it's Jason, and he might have all of this.
Matt's got a 5 blocker. He has
Yeah.
backdoor spades as well. And it's Jason.
And he has kings.
And he's got kings.
I mean, he just saw J-Mac go crazy with basically just a pair of queens pre-flop, so I think that's the only reason he's considering doing something here.
Oh, and Matt lets it go.
Yeah, he lets it go. I mean, he has to make a decision right there on the flop to get it in or just concede. I mean, obviously, not the ideal flop for his hand, but you know, I think he's just thinking about it because it's Jason. He knows Jason just stacked off, so Jason's barreling.
It's interesting though with Jason's stack size there and Matt flatting in position. I mean, I would kind of wonder like what kind of board texture did Matt really want to see there to get it in there? Because you know Jason's gonna probably I mean, his style, he's going to c-bet for the pot, pretty much, unless he actually flops a hand, in which case he'll check. But it's just kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like what's going on, what kind of board texture was Matt really looking for there? I mean, that's a bad board texture for Matt's hand.
And also just the fact that JMac loves, everyone knows JMac loves those low kind of connected hands, and he could even 3-bet with it out of position. Most people wouldn't.
He can, yeah.
You know, especially that he just stacked off. It's just so
that's the other part of it, yeah.
You know?
I think if I'm Matt in that spot, because Jason 3-bet, I'm probably just going to maybe try to have a little faith that he's not 3-betting, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9 on me, and maybe just trying to.
It's definitely in the range.
I know, that's the problem.
And the other problem is, or he has what, aces, which also has Matt beat. So
yeah.
I mean, I think Matt just has to hold there.
I mean, maybe I just tell myself something like, it's Jason. He never has it, dude. Never has it. And by the way, that big pot that we played that time at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Jason's good man.
Oh, the 4-way?
Yeah, the 4-way.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're saying you had the best equity out of everyone, but JMac scooped it?
Yeah.
Of course he did.
You don't have to flop. I had everyone crushed.
Yeah. So Jason flops 2 pair here, aces and 5.
Working on reassigning the card readers by position. Like we're trying 7-handed tonight.
Yeah, it should be good in about 5 minutes or so. Hopefully.
So that's something to take into consideration there with it might have been Jason with King 9-5? No, it's only in the back end where it got messed up. Well, Jared's seat. Never mind. No, we're good. We know where we're at. All right.
Yeah, the way that played out, I guess it could have been reversed.
No.
Actually, no, because Matt would not have called a 3-bet with Jason's hand, actually. I don't think.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
You know?
Yeah. But Jason would have definitely Jasoned with Jason's hand.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Jason would have Jasoned with either of those hands, so hard to say.
Someone buy Earl a cocktail. Why is he frowning?
Huh?
So someone buy Earl a cocktail.
Poor Earl.
Lighten up, Earl. You're playing PLO. My God.
You're getting 4 cards every time.
Hope springs eternal.
Getting monsters on the button. King 8-5 deuce double suited. See?
And there's a 3-bet from Mr. Mankin. He's double suited.
I wonder if Earl's trying to loosen up this game. I mean, I don't think it's playing that tight, but
if it does, I think it definitely plays in Earl's favor. Earl's going to be much more comfortable playing a jam-up game than a lot of these other players will. I think maybe the only other player at the table who might just be just as happy with it getting berserk might be Jason.
especially if he's stuck.
Especially if he's stuck.
Fireworks are coming.
Queen 7-6. Jason's got a little wrap. A little almost wrap. Earl's open-ended.
Yeah, they're
double backdoor flush.
They're both open-ended. Interesting. So 8-9 makes it straight. Neither of them has 8-9, but they both have an 8 blocker. So they're both thinking about repping the 8-9.
And Earl's thinking, what'd you do? Pick up a flush draw? Earl lets it go.
Flush draws. Yeah, Earl can't do too much, especially against J-Mac, because he knows J-Mac's not afraid to get it in there. So.
Play as Serpent, welcome to the chat. Boomer FD says go Chelsea Gelbert.
Yeah. Welcome to the chat, everyone. We got 7-handed PLO action for you.
5-5 PLO.
Oh yeah.
Feeder game looks good too.
Yeah, it does.
You're gonna hold this down, right? You're good here? Like,
yeah,
vice
let's
versa.
go 50-50. You play.
Right on. That's
Why do you think you all want to play?
like we're both like wheels are true. Like, all right.
I know, I want to play more than 50 cents. More than that.
We had graphics for a second there.
They're like I said, they as you can see, Justin JFK Stone's TD stay in the chat box, so they're they're reassigning the player positions on with the cards.
They isolated the problem.
See, I'm always trying to isolate the player. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. I need to isolate the problem in my own game.
Yeah, I need someone to troubleshoot for me.
Right?
J-Mac's mad he's not getting action with his
Junker clunker.
6-4 deuce.
Yeah, right?
I mean, how's he gonna get heaps if no one calls his
Really? I lost 6K back to you. 7K? 6K?
Hey, listen. Very good record. That's not the record that they have.
Hold on, so Jimmy Bluffett, you hit the trifecta at the Derby?
Yeah, Aces was
They
nothing.
paid
I
like
know.
$36, right?
You got it in with 84 and busted 8 every time.
You had to get the superfecta. That one paid. Yeah, JFK Stone's TD Justin says, seeing the cards will take the fun out. It's like a mystery surprise right now. Yeah, it's so fun not knowing any of the cards in PLO.
Dan limps in King 7-5.
Much smaller box.
Couple hearts.
Earl makes it a quarter to go with a 8-8-9-10.
Is Jared really in there too?
I gotta believe. Jared coming? No way. Matt came in, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Jack 9-5. Earl's got a straight draw. Dan's gonna fold his kings.
Not the best kind of straight draw.
It's not the bestest.
Not the bestest. Because if a queen comes, he does not have the nuts. He also doesn't have spades to go with it.
Spades get there. After it goes check on the turn, when Matt checks back, I would expect it to have some sort of showdown value. And yeah, he does. After it goes check on the river again.
Earl has 8.
Earl's playing a 9-10. Pair nines and
Oh, 9-10.
I can see. I think I see a jack. Yeah, that looks like a jack niner.
Ace. Oh, jack 9.
Boomer FT's asking if Stones is licensed to play OFC. I'm not sure.
Good question.
We'll just roll up an old not a wheelbarrow, but an old like a whiskey barrel, and we'll start playing out of that thing,
Oh yeah.
or playing on top of it.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Make it happen. Licenses, schmicenses. There's a parking.
Lots of.
There's a parking lot and a trunk. I'll run a game for you. Don't worry
Come
about
on.
it.
Yeah, lots of OFC barrelers here tonight with the Beach Boys in the house.
Yeah.
Oh dang, nice hit, Jimmy Bluffett. That's a good one.
Nice. Earl makes it a 25 to go with a jack 8-4.
Dan with a couple kings.
Double suited king.
suited.
Not gonna 3-bet double suited kings. Just gonna call. Gets Jason involved as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot to 3-bet, maybe isolate Earl.
On the other side, maybe he's trying to get Jason in the hand.
Maybe,
That's
yeah.
the other thing. If he thinks Jason's
set
gonna,
one.
yeah. If he thinks Jason might have put in a 3-bet in position.
Oh, Dan flopped the top 2. It took me a minute to figure that out.
Who needs kings when you got 7-3?
So, double suited kings and he's playing in 7-3.
I love it.
It's amazing. Gotta be feeling pretty good.
Jason's got bottom two.
Oh no.
Who needs nines? Who needs kings? What are overpairs?
J-Mac gonna get rid of his bottom two.
It's a good fold by Jason.
Yeah, you're just too often up against a set of sevens here. All turn cards are bad for you, pretty much. Even if you hit a 2 or a 3, you don't know if you're good. So.
Now, it's interesting there, Dan showed his whole hand. Initially, he just rolled over the 7-3. I almost thought if you're going to show there, it might be better to show the kings, you know?
Yeah.
If people think that you're going to be overvaluing overpairs in this game.
Yeah, it depends what you want to accomplish.
Exactly.
He probably feels like he doesn't need to induce more action from people to his left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dan's in kind of a tough spot with a tough seat assignment there with Jason and Earl to his immediate left. Earl's got the straddle on. And it looks like Daniel's gonna limp in. That girl who plays poker, Chelsea Gilbert, she's gonna limp in as well. She got 7-7-5-5. Double, I don't, you know, in PLO, I really don't like a lot of, you know, double paired hands, especially like lower double paired hands, because even when you flop sets, it's so easy to be set up or set in this game that I mean, really not in love with my set draws.
Yeah, I mean, I think she basically just has 2 quad draws here.
Right. Or she can flop a flush, you know, either way.
And sometimes flush.
Sometimes you flop a little flush. She also has an inside straight flush draw.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say she also has a straight flush draw, pre-flop.
40% of a straight flush. How do you fold?
About to drill it. Not sure what Dan is check calling with here. Could have a bigger flush.
He does. There's Dan's hand. He's got the Jack-Jack 3 deuce with the Jack-High flush. 9 of hearts does not change anything. It makes it less likely that either of them, from their perspective, that their opponent will be holding a flush.
I would expect it to check around here. I don't think Chelsea's going to feel too good about her hand after getting called in 2 spots. She won't. Yeah, she used to do that flop.
Now, interesting about Dan checking back. If Dan had a set, Dan might have check called that flop and tried to pair the board. And Chelsea, no, will not go for value unless it check through.
Yeah.
Shows the worst flush. Dan's take down the pot.
Yeah, Dan's pretty happy to take that one down with his Jack-High flush.
I don't know how to play this game.
Especially in a 3-way pot, a Jack-High flush is not usually the best hand. I mean, if anyone bet that river, I think he just folds. Pretty hard to call on multiple streets with a Jack-High flush in a 3-way pot.
It's when I've noticed, you know, when you're hold'em crossovers, when they go to start playing 4-card poker, when that 4th to a suit comes on the board, it's almost like people just have this natural tendency just to kind of slow down, like, oh my god, someone actually, you know, it's so much easier for someone to have a flush now. When in actuality, especially in PLO, it becomes less likely. And if they had it, they already had it, you know?
Right. Yeah, that is funny.
But it's just it's habitual. Players, they see that 4th suit come and they're like, oh god, oh no.
Yeah, doesn't change anything.
Earl's got double suited queens in the big blind. See what he does when it comes around to him. Raise a 25 from Jared.
Yeah, Jack 8, 7, 4 with 1 suit. I think it's pretty much a position raise here.
Earl's gonna flat double suited queens and brings Brooklyn Dan around in the hand as well. He's got a king 10-9-9.
Whoa.
Middle set for Brooklyn Dan.
And the king blocks top set, so he's not too afraid of top set here.
Checks through.
Wow.
Action killer card.
So the 8 completes the 7-10 straight.
And Earl's gonna rep it.
Yeah, Brooklyn Dan with a 10 blocker. He's not gonna fold a set here. Try to fill up on the river. Jack ball.
And Earl makes straight. Queen 10 gets there for Mr. Earl Mankin, and now he can value bet.
What a great card for him. I mean, we've also seen Brooklyn Dan call down light against Matt earlier.
Earl makes a pot-sized bet. Close to pot-sized bet, 2 1/4.
I mean, Brooklyn Dan might be wondering, you know, if Earl had the 7-10 that he was wrapping on the turn, does he really bet that hand here unless he actually has the queen to go with it?
He might be, because he has a 10 in his hand, he might be almost more worried about the 5-7 getting there maybe if Earl's betting light, you know, like going for thin value with the bottom end of the straight, with the super bottom straight.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Can't roll it out.
Yeah, in this game, really, I rule out nothing.
BK Thompson asked how much did Barber win for charity Saturday?
I think it was 2K. I think I saw put up his Facebook. Yeah, he posted on Facebook. I think he made 2,000 for a give directly.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. When he does well, the world does well.
Not everyone can say that.
Yeah, right. I just got to get down the doing well part down first.
Yeah,
Then we'll figure out what, how the end effect is. Let's just get
then we'll help other people.
No, I'm a reg member. I love it. It's good stuff. Jared's gonna open up here now. He's got a double suited hand. Ace deuce 5-6er. Chelsea, 3 to Broadway and a suited queen. She comes along as well, and Jason's got a very Jason hand. Chelsea's flopped the club draw, but it's second best to Jared's nut club draw. Everyone's got clubs. Wow.
Jared likes his the most.
I also got a pair of 5s. And Jason.
Looks like Jared bet 70 with his nut flush draw. Jason gonna make the call. Chelsea comes along too. Queen on the turn. Jared has a 6-eye diamond draw as well on the turn now.
And no showdown value. I would expect him to play this fairly aggressively. The problem with his hand is through a pot. Can you get the 9-10 to fold here?
It's definitely not a total blank. Someone could easily have ace-10 here.
Ace-10, 9-10. Diamonds get there for Jared.
Chelsea actually with the king of diamonds. I mean, if she had the ace of diamonds here, she could rep it. It looks like she's just going to go ahead and rep a big flush here.
1 1/4. Jared is going to look her up with a 6-eye flush. And she feels mostly sick. She knows kings and queens are never good here. Yeah, turning top 2 into a bluff there. I mean, I think it works a lot of the times, except when Jared has the backdoor diamonds there.
I don't know, we just bluff.
Chips on the letter, please, chips.
I mean, I think she does the same thing with king high diamonds, right?
Yeah.
So, just ran into Jared's backdoor monster flush there.
Oh my god. It's so funny. I used to play a regular home game with a guy named Jared, and You know, in home games, everyone they play a lot looser. Everyone likes to meet with each other and give each other a lot of hell. And so whenever he would get stacked, someone at the table would inevitably ask whoever stacked him, "Oh, where'd you get those chips?" I got them at Jared. Or, I went to Jared. Yeah, because we're clever like that.
So rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a comeback.
Jared's back at it. Queen, 3-3 with a suit.
I was up on cue like
Makes 20 to go.
It's staying on tilt. I got no shit. I'm always on tilt, dude.
Jason makes a call. 6, 7, 8 king. Earl comes along as well at ace king 9-5, 3 clubs. I think Daniel's in as well with the double suited hand. Ace jack 4 rainbow. I think Earl's got the best hand right now with ace king.
I get chips on 11, please. Chip.
Oh, I'm sorry, no, Chelsea's got top and bottom pair.
With the backdoor nut hearts.
Set him up right. I was driving.
I think this is just a call here for Chelsea. How much does she have behind? After that
Looks like she's getting pretty short though. She might be looking for a spot to put it in.
I think she added on right before this hand circuit. The graph shows that she has 700, so
Oh, is that her cash right there?
I think that's her catch there, yes. Oh, and she's going to fold. Wow, check fold. Wow.
I mean, in this game, you definitely can't love top and bottom pair. But I don't know, with the backdoor hearts against Earl, you might want to consider.
And it's 7-handed, yeah. It's
yeah. At the same time, I mean, a lot of times if she just flats there and gets a total blank on the turn, Earl's probably gonna continue, and then she just has to check the.
yeah. I think you definitely don't improve on the turn. It's definitely a check fold. Just at what point do you tell yourself, you know, it's Earl Mencken and
Just go with it.
yeah, I'm going to call down.
I saw an Earl on Smile's face.
Get that 3,000 on the game.
We need to.
Earl's smiling, the game's going to be good.
He goes all pissed off. They are not losing the game. They save his ass. He's all pissed off.
Dan limps in, and
I'm not gonna
Jason's
bet
going to open up the
anymore.
pot.
That guy's saving.
The old ace jack 10 tray.
Remember with
Brooklyn Dan.
he's trying to
Are we
put
gonna
a
see
bet.
a limp pot here?
He fucked it up. The guy fucked it up. It's gonna be like 35 or
I
4500.
mean, a repot?
Earl's going to 3-bet.
Like, we walked away and then he looked at the ticket.
Oh,
like,
he's on the button. Brooklyn Dan's on the button here with aces. Aces.
And he flats.
10 deuce with some spades. Kind of surprised to see him flat there.
my bitch, they saved your ass. 4500. Pay money.
It's not the greatest aces, but in position against Earl.
It's not the worst.
I follow P too. I think I did like 1,000.
Queen deuce 4, top set for Chelsea. No one's got clubs that we can see. And she's going to fire right out at it.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is definitely a downside of not free betting with aces there on the button for Brooklyn Dan. I mean, you let in so many people, and then Queen 4 deuce. You want to see a turn with your hand here with the backdoor spades. Feel okay with your aces until someone leads into you. I mean, it's so easy for someone to have top set here.
The only thing that's going to slow down Chelsea here is the club peels off. Hey, look at that. It's so sick.
There it is.
Completes straight draw, completes club draws.
Oh yeah, I mean, Daniel, you could definitely rep this club. I mean, he has the ace of clubs. That blocker. Tough spot for
Brooklyn.
Chelsea.
Now, a big part of that might have been Dan's plan on the flop from the get-go.
Yeah.
Once he had
I
that
just
nut
realized he
blocker,
had that nut blocker too.
and it's going to work. Gets Chelsea to lay down top set.
Yeah.
She's not getting the right price. If she had another 1,500 back, she might have thought about calling there, trying to get the board to pair.
Yeah.
And Dan turns his aces into a bluff with the ace of clubs.
She was gonna just go with it, pot it on the turn if there's no clubs.
Yeah.
And of course.
If that's a red 8 that comes off there, it's going in.
Yeah, club scares her. Good play by Brooklyn Dan there.
Exercising the nut blocker.
Nut blockers are real.
Matters more than anyone will possibly imagine.
Yeah. Veronica and Hostages game coming up pretty soon.
Veronica and Hostages,
So
I
it
love it.
started off as Veronica and Friends. That changed quickly.
To Veronica and Prisoners.
Veronica and Prisoners.
And now it's escalated to Veronica and Hostages. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we have Candace Collins coming from Reading to play that game.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, Candace is a lot of fun to play with.
Cool.
Very good tournament player. A lot of fun to play with Cash. Gonna come in from out of town and try to run this game over.
Yeah, I'll be out of town, unfortunately, but it's shaping up to be a really good game.
Wow, you're gonna skip Veronica and Friends.
I know.
Oh yeah, head to Vegas already, or no?
I'm gonna head there with my mom for like a little mini vacay
Little mini
trip,
vacay.
and then
Nice.
I'll be back for a little bit, and then I'll go back for the series.
Grind out
to,
the series.
to cover some tournaments.
Awesome. Just tell me everything that Phil Ivey does and why he does it, and we'll stay friends.
I'll get right on that.
Yeah, it's the why and why he does it part that I need to know.
Okay.
Him and Mercier, just document everything.
Chelsea takes that one down with the nut flush draw.
Please fold in the chat box. What's going on? He said the Earl looks lonely and will come on down here. Give him some company.
They're all gonna
He could be a side chick.
EY used to win
Yeah, Earl looks pretty sad today.
It's the saddest man to ever get dealt 4
Sad,
cards.
bro?
Buy the man a drink.
not really stuck out to the
J-Mac puts in a straddle here.
We're just gonna wake up with aces.
Picks
Nice.
up some naked aces.
Yeah.
Giving us a little belly shot there. Dan Stir about to spin his gum on the table. I got the color commentary covered, don't worry.
Love it. And Jason puts in the 3-bet. Both Dan's limped in. Pretty naked aces, and both Dan's call. Naked.
Yeah, Rick and Barstow, I'll see you there. I'll try to cover the seniors event if I can. That would be fun.
Awesome.
8-7-4, a couple clubs. J-Mac with the ace of clubs. He's got to love his hand.
Yeah. Dan's got a little wrap. Lot of wrap.
Brooklyn Dan, yeah?
Brooklyn Dan.
Yeah, Dan Stir with the gut shot, bottom pair.
He's actually a favorite against Jason. 7 comes on the turn, the tide's gonna churn. Jason's now the favorite. I still think Brooklyn Dan can call here. He make a straight with any 5, 6, 9, 10, or jack. It's nice to have outs. He's gonna let it go though.
Wow.
Wow.
So, I mean, in Hold'em, obviously that 7 pairing, you have to like that with your aces. You know, gives you the best 2 pair possible. But I'm kind of surprised. I mean, you don't always want to lead in that spot.
Yeah.
Gotta be a little bit afraid. I guess he's gonna bet there, and you know, if Brooklyn Dan goes crazy.
Well, it's funny, with Brooklyn Dan having no showdown value, and actually he flopped a pretty solid wrap there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised with no showdown value in position against Jason. Against Jason's Jason 3-betting the pot, that he didn't pop the flop. If he pops the flop, I'm not sure that Jason commits to the hand, even with aces there. Because so oftentimes he's gonna be looking at a set there.
I traveled late. I didn't know.
And he's gonna know that because he's holding the ace of clubs, that Brooklyn Dan's not popping him with a nut club draw. So he's almost got to have a set or a super wrap, in which case he's got a time that and on the flop he had 55%. He was a favorite.
That's dead money. You see what he does? You see what he did, bro?
Earl's got the straddle on.
Matt's gonna raise it up on the button. You can see Matt's hand. He's gonna raise it up to 65 on the button. With 4 cards. Earl gets away from it.
Brooklyn Dan's not done though.
Brooklyn Dan comes along. So wow, Matt just has ace 10, 9-3.
Yeah.
Couple spades. It's pretty loose open, I think, for Matt.
Yeah, he's got the button.
Yeah, I mean, you could fold 2 or 3 bets. He wasn't too worried about that. Brooklyn Dan turns trips here.
And Matt's gonna try to put some dead money in the pot.
Yeah, I mean, Matt checked back flop.
He's
Now
gonna need a
he's
deuce.
just hoping Dan doesn't have a queen, and you know he can just take it down. But
Now with Dan just check calling here, Matt might think that Dan's on clubs. Clubs got there, so now so much for Matt trying to bluff river.
yeah,
That's right. You didn't know you was right.
And Brooklyn Dan is now going to fire out that the club got there. Straight gets there, club gets there.
interesting.
And now Brooklyn Dan must be afraid of it going check, check, and is going to bet strip queens. Huh.
I mean, I don't know.
Might be go to a blocker bet, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Because I don't know what. I mean, if Matt has. He's not getting value really from a worse hand there.
If he thinks maybe Matt might get really sticky with Queen Jack, I mean, really, really sticky. But yeah, it's really hard to get value from a worse hand. Maybe he didn't want to check call a big pot size bet, so maybe he decided he's just gonna make a little blocker bet and fold if he fold to a raise.
Yeah.
It's my birthday too. I was like, I'm like, oh, it looks so perfect. It's my birthday, so I'm on the rave.
No.
A 2/3 pot bet though, no?
Yeah, it was a reasonable size pot.
Not
Like,
really like
that's a big blocker. Like he's really got to have it.
Blocker.
Yeah, he's really got to have it if he's gonna raise this. Now,
Rolled a boulder out there.
it would have been interesting if what Matt would have done had the deuce of clubs come off, which would have given Matt a wheel. We can only wonder. The world may never know.
And it's also possible that he's turning trips into a bluff there
Yeah.
on the river, trying to get Matt to fold a small flush or something.
Fold a small flush, fold ace queen maybe.
We're fucking 44 days straight, dude. He's weird? Oh, he's
Ace jack 4. And Earl's out in front with just pair of aces. Got nothing else going along with that though. Trip jacks now for Brooklyn Dan. And he's tripping all over himself.
And now Earl decides to lead out. Dan's gonna make the call.
And I don't see Earl putting any more money in this pot.
Yeah. And
Jack's
Brooklyn
full.
Dan
Yeah.
fills up. It's not the nuts, but you know, with Earl checking here, he's got to feel pretty good about his hand. He has the best hand.
I mean, me, either way, you know.
Oh, we missed the.
Oh, seriously?
He voted. That's why.
What are we doing? We're like, oh, club game.
We both missed that Brooklyn Dan voted on the river.
Thanks, Jimmy Buffett.
So
Same thing, sick of
I guess
chew.
he was trying to get
was
value,
value, okay.
from
clubs,
from a club,
clubs, spades. We're
from a flusher.
Some sticky trips.
Pretty funny.
Oh man.
Shaq is gonna come, so it's already
Hey guys, it's a lot of cards, okay? There's a lot of cards out there.
It's a lot of things happening.
Hi, Susie. Can you do me? Oh, good. All right.
Sure, it's easy if you can see the whole cards, unless if you still can't figure out what the hands are. Brooklyn Dan with a pretty nice hand. It would be a lot nicer if you had a suit or two. King, King, Queen, 10.
1 second.
So Chelsea gonna bump it up here to 20. Couple callers. J-Mac comes along with King 10, 9, 8, 1 suit. Queen 5, 3, Rainbow. Earl's in the hand too. Not sure what Earl and Chelsea have. Chelsea's gonna continue. Earl with jacks, but also 2-4 turned into open-ended. Could see him trying to peel here. Wow, and Earl just gonna bump it up. He's gonna put Chelsea to the test here and see if she has top set. She just goes ahead and gets it in. Don't see Earl folding. 3 on the turn, deuce river. Not great for Earl.
Hey,
Not sure what Chelsea has though.
They get in on the flop?
Yes. Earl check raised flop.
And Chelsea stuck it.
Which is open-ended, yeah. Still didn't see her card.
For her to stick it in that fast, I gotta imagine she had a set there. Or some or a super wrap. Harder for her to have a super wrap. Girls got a four deuce hand, there's another deuce on the board.
And
I was wasted.
and Brooklyn Dan folded 1 queen.
I'll never come here again.
So
Ace queens?
Yeah, she could have had
I wanted to say when I knew
the other 2 queens. Let's see, backing it up.
but I know you like sometimes you'll push your card forward and I've seen
I think she also does that with like aces, with some backdoor flush outs. I mean, once she continues for 50 and Earl puts in a raise.
this guy was so pissed when it happened.
She's so short that I think she's just going to go
I had about 50 shots
Yeah.
for Jameson too.
Just put it in, hope for the best.
50 shots.
God, in this game, it seems like that's really what you're doing oftentimes, doesn't it?
Happens a
I don't
lot.
remember either.
There's so many different hands and so many different draws and combinations that someone can have. I mean, you're oftentimes getting in, hoping that you have the best, and that's why sometimes having backdoor outs is so big in this game, just because you're hoping you get it, you're getting good. And even if you know you're getting good, top set, something like that, on the board where at the time it is and that's, someone can still just have a ton of equity against you, so backdoor outs and draws. Having a plan B.
Maybe a plan C if you.
Or a plan C, right? Well, I'm 3 to a straight also, so.
I lost 5,000 with 2 5s. That's on the table. I would.
Alright, bunch of limpers.
Car got stolen. You gotta call it. So we looked in the parking lot all around. We're walking around.
Queen 7 deuce, couple of diamonds. Jason's got jack high diamonds. Jack high diamond draw.
I guess I don't have a
Family
car.
pot. I think everyone's
Everyone's friendly here.
Yeah, I gave him my buddy. I don't know. Yeah, I hit my buddy took the car because like, dude, now you're gonna die. Alright, it's a way Uber.
And Jason makes a call. Makes a pair of jacks as well on the turn. And there's Earl. Earl's got nut diamond draw. Also's got the 10-8 for an inside straight draw.
Oh, he's double gutted actually.
Double gutted, yeah.
Yeah. He's got to be loving his hand.
Wee wee.
I mean, Jason can't love his hand here. He might just be wanting to continue because it's Earl, but the problem is, you know, what happens when a diamond comes and Earl pots it?
Yeah.
3 of spades.
Earl's got no showdown value. He's gonna bet here.
Wow.
I think he thinks if Jason was super strong, Jason would have played back at him at some point. And there it is.
Yeah.
And now
Oh, I think I've seen that in the chat.
Jason's made some sick calls before. I can't see any way he can call here with just a pair of jacks.
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy.
Rain started coming, yeah, the rain.
You know, he could try to bluff, but how much does Jason have?
Yeah, he can't really raise as a bluff. It doesn't look like
He doesn't have
would
enough. He doesn't have
full
enough.
deck.
Yeah, no. He'd only be putting in 560, 400 to call.
To hero call or not on this river. I mean, the river is a total blank. Doesn't change anything. So Jason just has to figure out if he was already head on the turn or not.
This would be nuts.
Wow. It'd be real sick.
I hate birds too. I like
If this is Hold'em, Jason with the King Jack here, I think is definitely calling.
What are you doing this weekend?
PLO, I mean, Earl could be taking a hand like bottom 2 and turning it into a bluff.
Have you kid?
And he could still be wrong, you know?
Right.
Oh shit, this hey.
Pretty sick if he's thinking this long about it.
I think he's trying to think like there's no like super nutty hand out there other than a set.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, especially with 2 diamonds in Jason's hand, you know, it's hard to put Earl on the kind of hand that he has, like flush draw or straight draw,
Yeah.
because that's the only hand he's beating, but you know, he has 2 diamonds, so it's just hard to put him on that.
Tony's hair is more luscious than mine could ever be.
As it is, Mr. Macon gives McRoberts off this
I
hand.
felt it and I was like,
Nice bluff by Earl.
Good bluff.
Pretty good spot. I mean, a lot of good river cards for him.
Probably
Value
do
bet,
like
and then a lot of
he works on his hair about 3 hours before he leaves the
And that board,
house.
like I said, that board's so broken that Jason's, you know, if he
don't
had
have
a
to worry
set
about
there,
that
I think
part.
if Jason would let him know about it earlier in the hand.
Yeah, and it's easy for Earl to value bet a set, or even like Queen Jack there on that board.
Yeah, I think Queen Jack's definitely a value bet there.
Yeah.
You looking good, man. Like you're single or something. Look at that. He's like
Action now on Matt. Jason's got 4 cards.
Yeah, Jason's gotta bump it up here. That's a prime hand for Jason. Ace 10, 10, 9 with a suit.
And Daniel, aka Brooklyn Dan, he'll come along with the Ace King 10 4.
Sure, why not?
He's got clubs, he's got position. It's Jason. 9 7 5. 2 spades. Jared, is Jared in the hand or not? Can't tell. He might have defended, yeah. King Queen with a King Queen 6 3 with spades. We give Jared an inside straight draw as well as spade draw. Deuce on the turn. No one's shown any strength so far. And Jared's gonna bet it. Jared is in the hand. Bets the inside straight draw, spade draw. Got 4 pair draws.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Jason had nut spades, we would have heard about it.
Yeah, he's never checking back nut spades.
But Jason an overpair.
And he called 45. Wow.
Kind of crazy, like a bluff catcher.
Money and we go have a little bar and have fun. I did that to the Giants.
So you see Jason with the check mark here. His hand is pretty marginal on this board. Just has a pair of tens.
10 minutes before we're like, all right, book it.
Yeah,
So
and Jared has to bet to try to win.
He bets 150 and Jason's like, God, what are these guys doing?
Yeah, I mean, Jared could easily have a straight, you know, could have checked a straight.
The hard for Jason, though, Jason's holding 2 of the 10s.
Yeah, I mean like a 6-8.
Oh, yeah, could have the 6-8. Yeah, could have flopped him 6-8.
Yeah, I mean, Jason's blocking 10-8, so he could be thinking about repping 10-8.
He could, yeah, this would be really sick if Jason could just pot it here.
He actually could easily have 10-8.
There it is, and there goes Jason.
Wow. It's pretty sick.
Got a couple nut blockers. And it matters. And Jason had the best hand, but that's not at all what he was thinking when he bet it there.
Yeah.
Makes it 450 to go.
Yeah, he had the best hand. He could not have imagined that he had the best hand there.
Never.
He's never just calling. He has to either fold or raise there and rep the 10-8. Which is quite plausible when he has 2 10s in his hand.
Good play by Jason.
Very nice. Jason's sick of getting pushed around. He's not going to stand for it.
We're not gonna take it.
We should get a boombox and just play that song when J-Mac comes through the door.
That's how Jason gets ready for every poker session. He sits outside in his 85 IROC Camaro with that song blaring.
Oh yeah. You gotta have a warm-up routine, you know?
You have to.
Danster, gonna put out the straddle.
And now Jason's smiling. That's what I love about it. With Jason smiling and tending, it's a good game. He was getting run over a little bit.
How are you?
And he's gonna be feeling good about himself. I'm sure he'll tell me all about that hand later.
I'm sure we'll all hear about it.
King deuce 3. Kings and 3s for Danster. Or was. Now Brooklyn Dan makes top 2. He's gonna cut out some chips. And he's gonna bet it.
30 to Moses. The fucking Wild West. Yeah, you're right. Bigger pyramids.
Spades get there, and this will probably go check.
I can't do it, dude. My feelings hurt.
King 3 is too hurt.
Now we've seen Brooklyn Dan turn his hand into a bluff before, but I don't think he needs to do it in this spot. King Jack, yeah, it's definitely a check back.
Yeah, too much showdown value.
Too much.
And Danster was probably not going to call.
I don't think it was, yeah, gonna call Kings and 3s anyway. One Asham, welcome to the chat. Focus. Cool.
We got the Hydra 100K guarantee coming up.
Yeah.
$200 buy-in, unlimited re-entry. You can multi-min cash.
Awesome.
Registration opens this Friday at noon.
Wow.
So there's 6 starting flights, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Friday, May 20th, May 21st, and May 22nd.
Nice.
The final table will be live streamed on May 29th, the evening of the May last Sunday event. So there will be 2 final table live streams in a row, Sunday,
Monday. Yeah, awesome.
Come celebrate Jake's birthday.
Yeah.
And mine too.
Hopefully, I'll be celebrating my own birthday by playing on the live
There
stream.
you go. That would be ideal.
Putting a little money in the pocket. Ship the Hydra.
Ship the Hydra.
I'll have to have a shirt made up saying calling it the trebuchet. I've made that stupid joke enough times now where I can't let it go. Now I gotta
definitely can't let it go.
I gotta run it into the ground now.
You gotta stay on it.
King 4-6.
Sure, it'll catch on soon.
One of these days.
Both players with backdoor spades. Jared's better. Doesn't matter. Deuce of diamonds. 3-5 gets there. Jason with a 5. 4 pairs the board.
No one gets there.
No one with anything.
Pair of 6s for Jason.
Wow. too much showdown value to bluff.
Jason will concede to winning the pot.
Jason will concede to not inflating the pot.
We're score one basket in 5 minutes.
Overtime?
5 minutes.
I'm kind of itching to get the action. I think I
Right?
can find a sub.
Just pull any one of the randoms.
I bet that guy knows a lot about pool.
Probably.
Get down here to Stones, guys. We're barreling. We have one feeder game, an 8-handed PLO.
They play in Cleveland, right?
See a lot of chips flying in the air over there. Hold on. Oh yeah.
Getting
About
lonely.
15.
The Deej peeps are in the house. We got double Omaha jackpots.
Awesome.
Oh, that's right.
What's not to love? They just love giving money away here at Stones.
Earl's got the straddle on, and Jared makes it 50 to go with a Jack 10, 9, 6.
I like it.
Super sexy. Earl 7-5 Dewey out of position. God, look at his face. Did you see it when he saw the hand? It's kind of like yikes.
He's like, even I can't play this out of position. So Jared, Earl, and Brooklyn Dan up over 2,000 looks like. Got some
Awesome.
big stacks.
It'll get bigger. This is gonna go for a while. It'll get
Yeah.
progressively more out of control.
Alright, now I can hear.
Brooklyn Dan does not put the straddle in his hand.
Aww.
Aww. Action on that girl who plays poker, Chelsea Gilbert.
20.
But don't worry, Jared's got a real hand-ish. King, Jack 6.
Good enough.
Good enough. He's got one hand in
So
his
close to the
hand.
button. I mean,
Yeah. Jason will call out of the small blind with a double suited hand, 8-8-7-4.
oh man, that is a Jason. Oh,
Earl also is double suited.
top-notch Jason hand. They both have pocket 8s. They're not popping 10s. 10, 7, 5. Rainbow. What do they have?
They got problems. They got a lot of problems.
Jared with the best hand. Kings. Earl bets out with
Double backdoor draw.
double backdoor draw. Queen on the turn.
Gives Earl a queen.
Gives
Jason
Earl top pair.
Jason picks up a spade draw though. Check, and the Jack of Diamonds hits the river. Earl's best here with a pair of queens. I don't see him turning his hand into a bluff. I think he's just going to be content to check call Jason here. No, check fold. Eh, it's hard to check call, just a queen there.
Earl was in position there, right? So
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
J-Mac just led
J-Mac.
into him on that river. Pretty,
J-Mac led the pair of
pretty
eights.
sick. Yeah, Earl can't really
Can't do anything.
there. Earl's just wondering how he runs so bad.
Smile, Earl. It's not the end of the world.
Come on, Earl, lighten up. Good to see Earl in the game, though.
Yeah, that was good. He came over the last game. Couldn't quite squeeze through in the lineup. But, yeah. Queen, 9-5 for Mr. Mankin in the small blind.
Uh-oh, J-Mac with a couple aces.
It's 130.
Not much else going on. Jack 3, no suit.
Jason on the button.
Can't see him not raising here. Earl gonna come along. Brooklyn Dan gonna come see the flop.
And Jason's range right now really is any 4 cards and folds him on the button.
Yeah.
Top set for Earl Mankin.
Wow.
Check, check.
And J-Mac with the Ace of Spades blocker as well. We could see some fireworks here.
For sure.
J-Mac definitely recognizes the power of the nut blocker. So
Check raise at 250 from Mankin.
interesting.
Can't see Brooklyn Dan's hand, but he has not folded yet.
240's the bet.
240.
Wow, Brooklyn Dan, he could have some kind of straight draw wrap type thing, maybe with some spades as well.
He's mulling it over.
Maybe backdoor clubs. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what he would actually be thinking about there.
And Jason's gonna show the aces.
Yeah.
And make the correct fold.
Yeah, J-Mac gets away from it.
And Earl tells me he had a set of queens. I don't even know if Jason believes him.
Probably not.
Rick and Barstow says he knows enough PLO to know not to play it. Oh man, you just gotta go for it. That's the
Too
thing.
much fun. You gotta get in there.
I mean, you might go on a 10K learning curve, but that happens, right?
Worth it. It'd be an expensive game to learn, that's for sure.
Yeah. On the bright side, you see so many weird hands, get in and get there that a player, I find, learning PLO tends to break a lot of hearts. Consent table, and it's like, and that guy who had just, this, and the run out seems to just always be brutal.
Yeah, and they're like, hold on, how do I lose there? And they start running equity calculations.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh.
Beginner's luck is very real in this game. A game that gets so swingy.
Especially on that team.
Jason makes it 40 to go. Ace 10, 10, 7. Earl comes along, as does Jared. 8, 9, 3. Couple of hearts.
Check.
Earl's got the top end of the wrap. Also has hearts. Checks to him. Probably gonna make a pot-sized bet.
Oh, yeah.
All the draws, no showdown. Smells like pot to me.
J-Mac open-ended. Might try to call to see one more card.
Gonna look him up.
Earl's like, really?
Hearts for Earl. That'll seal the deal.
Does he bet here?
I think Earl definitely bets. 230. Jason is capable of turning his hand into a bluff here. He will not.
And I think if J-Mac had the ace of hearts there, he probably does check pot.
Yeah.
He would definitely consider it.
Not only that, but I think also against a different player. I don't think Earl's in the mood to be folding right now. I think Earl just, screw it. Let's get this game out of the mud. Let's start barreling some cards, and let's play poker. I think if he was up against a much tighter player, and that goes two ways though. A much tighter player might not bet there, but Jason would have a better chance of getting the tighter player off.
Right.
The inner workings of Jason's mind, and what as he looks around the table and he decides who he can and cannot get off.
I'm not sure I want to go there.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go there in Jason's mind either.
Keep your distance.
As he locks eyes with Matt Holtzclaw. No.
Stares him down.
No straddle from Matt, speaking of the devil.
Straddle has been pretty sporadic.
It has been. Earl straddling, Jason straddling. And I think Jared's been straddling a little bit too. Jimmy Bluffett says that J-Mac seems to never spew off in PLO. Very disciplined. I'm not so sure I agree with that.
Not so sure you've seen all of these PLO games.
In the first one, I know we talked about, he dug himself a little bit of a ditch. He ended up crawling out of it by the end of the evening. He came up pretty big actually from that night.
6 $500 bullets.
Yeah, about 6 $500 bullets.
Sometimes it takes that much though to
yeah, every now and then.
back.
And then this last game from Saturday night, I think he got a little buried as well.
Yeah.
But you know, this game's swingy like that, you know, and that's going to happen. So you can play totally perfectly and still get stuck big.
J-Mac knows he can make it back relatively quickly.
Yeah, they have blackjack and they have other stuff.
That's
They
right.
can always make it back.
So Jared flipped top and bottom pair, turns a vote. Looks like it just kept checking around though.
Now he's going to bet
waiting for someone to catch something.
No, it could
Hope someone caught a flush here. Unfortunately for him, no one did. Unless J-Mac did.
yeah. I think it might be
No love for Jared. Jared taking down the Battle of the Bay. That was a big spot. You know, moments like that, you know, in a poker career, that really helps define, it makes or breaks you sometimes. You know,
What?
just having those big banks and those big tournaments like that.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
For sure.
really helps helps you stomach the variance.
Yeah,
you know.
that's a huge win.
Live 10. 20.
I might get one of those if I quit bubbling final tables.
Oh my god, that's so sick.
Yeah, so Jimmy Bluffett retracted. He said he seems to, but not real often. Nice qualifier. I mean, in his defense, like tonight, he doesn't seem to be spewing in certain spots that you might think about it.
No, yeah.
I mean, he hasn't really gotten a lot of spew opportunities.
Give it time.
Give it time, guys. It's still early.
Speaking
Came back with ace again. This time with a suit. And 5-7. Which he loves.
You don't have that. No worry about it.
and Jason's gonna check the aces here.
Wow.
He's out of position multi-way.
Chelsea with a couple jacks. Queen, jack, jack, 8. Couple diamonds. Not too shabby. 4, 5, 10.
Check.
Earl open-ended. J-Mac with just the pair of aces. Overpair with a pair of 5s.
Chelsea had a nice little hand pre-flop. It misses. Dan's got the idiot end of the open-ended straight draw. Also, it's backdoor diamonds that he will not play.
Heads up.
Earl comes along. Use of diamonds.
Makes Earl. Oh no, sorry. Wow. Never mind.
Neither player with diamonds here. King of clubs.
5s and deuces are gonna be good for Mr. Macon.
Oh wow, I did not see that.
Neither did I. That was a check mark. Too many damn cards. Too many things
I see.
happening. 5 Dewey. So sick, Jason. So
yeah,
sick.
pretty sick.
And he checked his
Jason
options.
can't even bet that river.
The old 5 Dewey.
So easy for Earl to have King 10.
It's not a whole game. We're just going to play bigger pots.
The old 5 Dewey.
Gets there.
Those danglers can be helpful.
Oh, hitting a dangler, man. It's a sick feeling. And most of the time when you hit it, like, okay, well, I picked up a few boat outs, maybe. Or,
Hopefully, possibly.
yeah, hopefully, maybe, possibly. Hopefully, it didn't give you just enough, theoretical equity in the hand to stay in when you're drawing dead.
Right.
That's my hope.
Exactly.
It's like, really, why do I have to hit that card?
Never fun. So 5/5 PLO every second Monday of the month. 200 minimum buy-in, $1,500 max. So that'll be every second Monday. Make sure you join us.
PLO.
PLO action. We got some 5/5, no limit. We got Veronica and
It's still officially Veronica and Friends. Veronica and Hostages.
Hostages. Veronica and Friends and Prisoners and Hostages. This is every third Wednesday. It's a pretty live 1-3 no limit game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to miss that one. Super fun.
Jason's been come along here. Jack 10 forward Dewey with a Sue, but pretty ugly. 9-10 Trey though, he does pick up his hard draw.
For a crappy hand.
Yeah, exactly. Cel's got backdoor straight outs.
I didn't watch any of the last one, but I watched
Jason now needs a 5 or a heart to make his hand. He does have a pair of 10s, which might now very well may be the best hand. Can't see Daniel's cards, but Jason's gonna bet.
Yeah, I think with the heart draw also. He's gonna fire it here. It's like Brooklyn Dan not going anywhere.
A lot of cards Jason's want to see here. Jack of clubs.
Wow.
Gives Jason top 2.
Yeah,
Goes
Jason's
check.
just gonna check. Dan checks back. He must have a little bit of showdown value. Maybe a small
Set of 9s.
Oh,
Yep,
wow.
set of 9s.
Set of 9s. So yeah, he just... Was there a bet on the flop?
No. And we check through on the flop, and Jason decided to bet barrel
maybe
turn.
Brooklyn Dan just, I mean, it's such a wet board, draw heavy board. Maybe he's just trying to see a safe turn card. The 6 wasn't terrible, but it made 7-8. 7-8 got there, so he decided to play it a little slow.
Now, if you're in Brooklyn down spot, and Jason, after he bets turn, then checks river, is Jason ever checking the 7-8 there? Probably.
Yeah, I feel like he isn't.
So
Yeah,
then if you're Brooklyn Dan, can you go for the thin value with the set of 9s there? I mean,
I think you could. I think the only problem is J-Mac is so capable. I mean, especially if he has a hand like pocket 7s or pocket 8s, something like that, where he has blockers for the 7-8. He's so capable of check potting or check raising or something and just putting you in the cage. But I agree.
and that'd be a weird spot to be in there. If Jason checked there, let's say if Dan went for some thin value, a little half pot or even like third pot bet, with 9s, and Jason checked pots.
Right. But also, I just realized there was 9-10 Jack on the board, right?
Yeah, so the King Queen.
King Queen got there too. J-Mac could definitely try to.
Same thing though. Did you ever check the King Queen there?
Yeah,
I'm trying to think what I would do. I'm trying to think what I would do in Dan's spot if I got check raised.
Maybe the issue is J-Mac could actually check call with 7-8.
That's it. Yeah, check call 7-8.
Now that I realized King Queen got
there. Yeah, he can't check call 7-8.
Never checks King Queen, but he could check 7-8 and.
And it's also he's rarely. I mean, he has maybe the one hand that maybe could have called. A little light there. Maybe he could throw with Jack 10.
Yeah, that's like the only hand that might consider calling.
Yeah, that are some smaller
Brooklyn Dan
sets.
has beat. So.
Maybe. Yeah. Check back. Check back there by Dan's probably is pretty good.
Especially
Pretty
with
standard.
J-Mac. I mean, someone else you might consider a little value bet, but you don't want to put yourself in a terrible spot. J-Mac. So Matt, 3 bets here with aces. A few clubs.
Poker Pro Eric makes a comment about a lot of empty seats. We actually have 2 tables running. We have a feeder game going as well. Originally, we were going to play 6 max tonight, but we had enough players show up where we didn't want to cut anyone out. So we were actually playing 7-handed in the main game, and I believe we're playing 8-handed in the feeder game as well. So it's all by master plan, by design. Hard draw for both Jared and Jason. No one's got a deuce.
Jason gonna think about repping a deuce.
That's the hope. 5:45.
Caught. Caught it. Thank you.
Oh, it's so sick.
It's just so sick because he could really have. I mean, he has a 3 in his hand, he has a 4 in his hand. Why can't he have a deuce in his hand?
Right? Well, that goes back to
everyone knows he's capable.
and that's if you brought up that last hand, why it's probably such a good check back by Dan at the other hand, because Jason's the guy who's capable.
Exactly.
I could have a deuce. I got lots of deuces. I'm first to bluff at it.
Oh my gosh, you on the diet? I'm on the diet too. I lost
That's
160
such a weird spot. I mean, Matt might just go with it here.
Matt it's Jason, so he goes with it.
Yeah, especially
Good
with
call
the
by
backdoor
Matt.
clubs. He's like, you know, man, you got it, you got it. At least I have 2 outs, right?
Once or twice.
Once or twice.
Yes?
You can't fold. Good for the pops that flop.
That,
Just hoping for a heart. Everyone getting a good chuckle. Makes
There's
the
the
heart.
heart.
Makes the heart.
that's the first
Jason
one.
takes the first one. Always good to win the first one.
Jason only makes a pair of 10s on the second one, so they'll chop the pot. Aces actually hold on the second board.
It's pretty sick.
Poker Pro Eric, now come on down. I think you might be able to get a seat in the feeder game. The players are coming in and out, so go ahead, come on down here. Yes, he did just show a Queen 10-4 tray. It's Jason. Now he's double suited too, which I mean PLO is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, he just decides to run a little semi-bluff there, potting the flop, knowing that Matt probably has a hand like he had, the aces or backdoor club.
And Jason only had 180 instead, and that's I mean Jason doesn't only had 180. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm trusting the graphic right now.
Yeah,
You're probably
no,
right.
I think it was more than 180. Yeah, look, I mean, he has like 700 now.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I think he had a lot more than that. Because once he potted it, it was close to 300. I don't know.
Yeah, okay,
One
yeah,
more
you're
he had
right.
to put more in.
Yeah, he's got a stack of green there. He's got
I
white
check
chip.
raised him one time. I've never seen. I check raised on the river. It was like, yeah, he flushed, but I got ace five, flush draw.
I think the game's out of the month. What do you think?
It's
We
getting
called
live.
with 7-8 high flush. I check raised the river. Potted on the river. It's no calls. I was like, I've never seen that call. Like, he tank. He's like, call. I was like, bottom. How you call?
Dan started telling PLO horror stories down there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Is it right? Yes, right.
There are some pretty fun PLO stories, though.
There's some six spots that have happened in this game.
My favorite is still the $100 bomb pot we did that one time after the stream when we did the next game.
Was that ever a thing you would think?
And yeah, $100 free flop. The flop was ace, deuce, deuce. Sean flips over pocket aces, you know, for the nuts. Deuce on the turn.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Wow, like her brain's skipping like a CD right now. It's kind of like
No, it was
totally
ace,
dead down.
deuce, flop, deuce on the turn. Sean with the nuts, right?
Okay.
Azan peels his hand, and the last 2 cards he peels are deuces
Oh no.
for quads. Hilarious.
Oh, it's
So
on.
much drama involved too, because he did it one by one.
You peel one at a time,
One
yeah.
by one, and then he peeled it super slow, and he was like, oh my gosh, I have a 1 in 3 chance, like based on all the other cards around, because everyone's hands were face up.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's so much fun. I mean, peeling it one at a time, that's the best way to do it too.
Yeah. It's the only way, really.
Yeah. Earl makes it 50 to go with a 5-4-9-6.
I'm not gonna make it another hour, so I'm gonna go right now.
Awesome. Brooklyn Dan's gonna make a call, looks like. Yes, no, maybe? I don't know. Graphics kind of going crazy.
205.
150, 200,
255. 250.
It looks like Jason's trying to pot it right now.
Did I say 205? 255.
205 from Jason. And Earl is checking out his stack.
Oh, really?
Poker Pro Eric,
255.
that is absolutely correct.
Call 255.
bro.
With people stacking off the Queen 10-4 tray, you
They
kind
give me
of
shots
can't
now,
miss this game
that's
right now.
I'll see. I'm gonna probably get spent my 7,000 in this game. Go home.
You like English chocolate?
Earl calls 200 more, as does Brooklyn Dan.
I got a good voice, Nick.
Brooklyn Dan's double
Blessed with
suited.
a good voice.
Earl's got a little rundown.
I've got one thing going.
Still trying to get a read on Jason's hand. Generally, when Jason's going to be potting out of the small blind, he's going to mostly have bigger pairs. Including but not limited to kings. Earl, he's got a diamond draw. Some backdoor running straight combo. Checks through. Deuce on the turn. And Jason is now going to stick it for 820. The graphic shows 200. We can see that it's much more than that. Jason shows it. What is it? Flop cam, flop cam, flop cam. I can't see it.
Ace 10, 7.
Oh wow, Ace Queen 10-7.
I didn't like that flop. I couldn't flop a pair. I couldn't even flop a pair.
Ace Queen 10-7. No pair, and he sticks it. So Jason 3-bet out of the small blind. Earl and Daniel called. The flop hand came down King 7 deuce with 2 diamonds. Earl had 9-4 diamonds. Turn was on the deuce, deuce of spades. And after checking the flop, Jason just sticks it for 800 on the turn. They both fold.
Wow. He loves to rep those deuces.
Oh, I know. We know that.
Yeah, like I said, he can very few. I mean, if he had, yeah, he'd have to have a, you know, ace X deuce, or I'm sorry,
Yeah,
ace
I mean,
deuce X,
he
or
didn't
like.
have a 7 in his hand. Maybe he's just like trying to rep the full house.
Yeah, you do a fireball? Are you trying to get him drunk? Are you trying to get him drunk?
I got one
Dan with a couple kings. Oh, king 8-8, 1 suit.
Double pairs definitely play better double suited for obvious reasons. If you are going to play double paired hands, making sure that you have at least one big pair.
Connected a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. A little 8, 8, 9, 9 sometimes.
Yeah.
Always in position. Earl makes a call, the king, I'm sorry, the queen 6-4 tray. Dan comes along as well. Daniel, that is. Trip aces for Daniel. Brooklyn Dan. Checks through. I think I heard 60 from the dealer. And Dan Stir made the call with kings and 8s. He can catch anything. Now diamonds get there.
Dan Stir with the king of diamonds, but I mean, the board is still paired.
Just like, yeah, what
Just gonna check back
What's a
here.
check?
I gotta say 2 hours.
Jimmy Bluffett, thanks for joining us tonight. Gotta get you down here getting the game sometime.
Yeah, good night, Jimmy. Good to have you, as always. mean, when you're sitting there with kings and two aces come out on the flop, in a three-way pot especially, PLO,
Yeah.
not usually a good sign.
In Hold'em, it's actually a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
If one flops, at least you want to flop, you know, or more. PLO, not so much. Now you're just dramatically decreasing the chance that you can get anyone off of an ace.
I mean, even if you rip your king, if the person just pots it into you.
You're calling, but you're not. Yeah, you're just kind of like, oh man.
Spot, so. Sarah the dealer in the house.
Cookies. Anyone want cookies? Or give them away.
So for those of you who don't know about our Survivor Series, this Saturday, submit a bio, play some hours, get votes, lock up a seat, a 1 in 9 chance sit and go to the main event. That'll be this Saturday. Will be 5-10 no limit hold'em. We also have a 5-10 game Wednesday on the live stream. Call, text, get on the list.
I'll be commentating this Saturday with David Tuckman.
The Tuck, awesome.
Yeah, so we'll be doing the Survivor Series 5-10 game.
Nice.
Make sure you tune in.
Lady over there.
Get your bios in.
Gotta be in Wednesday by noon. Jason's got aces yet again.
Wow. So Matt opened this pot with King, Queen, Jack 9, Q spades. Jason's gonna pop it up to 65 with aces.
I think Matt's calling here all day. He's out of position,
Yeah,
but he's calling.
It's a good stream, Matt. See, that's too good.
Oh yeah, I didn't turn it on. Sorry.
Yeah, dealer. Don't get a
The old Jack 5-6.
Jack 5-6, rainbow.
Hey Dan. Eventually I will be off this table. Just put that out there. And you're probably
Matt
far away.
Queens and a
That
Jack.
wasn't flagrant. I mean, yeah.
You guys do a handicap?
Give him a shot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go.
You know he's leaning in. Look, he leans in.
Matt.
Yeah, J-Mac with the best hand there with the aces. He also had a gut shot to straight.
I mean, that's fun. That's too many.
You gotta show the
It was actually a good.
I did not like almost three.
I almost
His shoulder was.
You probably thinking like what turn is gonna what's turn like.
Oh, we haven't talked about
The Venetian satellite.
yeah, Venetian Deep Sack satellite $250 buy-in.
1 in 20 will get a $4,500 prize package into the Venetian $3 million guarantee tournament. That includes your $3,500 buy-in, $500 resort credit, and a $500 spending moolah.
Pretty sweet. And there's also $500 bounties on Annette Overstock and Erica Lindgren.
Awesome.
Who will be joining us. That's this Sunday, May 15th at 11 a.m.
Awesome. This Sunday?
Is that this Sunday?
When is it?
Sunday the 15th.
What day is today?
No,
Tonight? Holy hell, that is! Wow! Hold on, I have to text my wife. I'm busy.
We don't know.
I'm busy Sunday now.
We don't know what day it is here, but yeah, the structure's pretty good. 15,000 starting chips, 30-minute levels, unlimited re-entry for first 6 levels.
That's awesome.
So it's the same structure as the Saturday tournament here.
Sweet.
3 players. Oh yeah.
This Sunday. Gay Corpse, what's going on, brother?
What up, Gay Corpse?
Wasn't flagrant, right?
445. Matt and Dan sharing some cards. Not sure what Brooklyn Dan has.
Did you buy it?
AKA Daniel.
Checks
A lot of
through.
checking. Check. What you guys got? Anyone got a pair? I see.
Pair of 5s for Brooklyn Dan. Got a pair of 5s. Oh no, yeah. And did Dan stir Muck 9s?
Matt, can you come service for 11, please?
Did that happen?
They had I saw the 7-5 that Brooklyn Dan tabled. He must have had a king along with that as well.
I'm thinking alcohol.
Maybe. Yeah, it looks like Dan Stir had 9. So.
K Corp's asked why are we not dressed up? It's not turkey day, guys. Dude, that's a once a year like, special thing.
We just dressed for the occasion. Today is Stone's Day.
Stone's Day, yeah. On the 7 hill, he had 7-6. He had 7-6 made it straight. That's what.
Oh,
okay.
we had a straight.
Oh, okay, 7-6. Mucho.
So many cards.
So it's funny, Chelsea came in from Arizona to play the Survivor Series this last time at the PLO. She stayed for this PLO. Now, I don't know if she knows yet that there's a Venetian Deep Stack this Sunday.
Wow.
How long we're going to keep her in town for, you know?
Hold on, and then next Wednesday it's Veronica and Friends. She can play that too.
Oh my god. Wow. Chelsea moved back to
Moved back here for a month.
Me one of the names.
Why not?
Awesome.
Dan Stewart put in the straddle here. Earl open for 50. A few callers. Ace 7-6 rainbow flop. Earl with bottom 2. King on the turn, puts a couple clubs out there. No one has clubs unless J-Mac does. He's checking, so I'm guessing he doesn't. Earl's still best 6-7 looks like. Yeah, but he can't really think he's good. I mean,
yeah, he's not calling.
pretty bad run out for bottom 2. J-Mac leads 75 on this river into 3 people. Chelsea gonna raise it up.
Wow. Well, she's holding 2 of the Broadway blockers.
Nice. Yeah, she can. Yeah, Chelsea's raising it up, repping the Queen 10 with 2 Queen blockers.
She doesn't make a big raise though. I'd almost rather Jason or see a bigger raise there if you're gonna make that move. Although it looks super value-y.
Yeah, it sure does.
You're almost pricing Jason in with a set here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, especially against Jason, I would agree with you. You know, make it a little bit more.
If the guy that's capable of making such hero calls.
Really stare down.
Wow.
It's the J-Mac smile.
Jason actually might fold.
What does he fold there?
He's folding.
Kings. He folds.
He folds and she shows the bluff.
Nice. Very
She shows the blockers.
Yeah. Awesome.
Oh!
Chelsea's just using her image. It's been pretty hard to.
Yeah.
Check raise him on the river. He called me A-high flush. I caught him on the river.
Yeah, but you're you and I mean.
I suppose so. You look better than me. That's why. So he likes you.
Oh.
Probably true. Yeah. Probably true.
Beautiful bluff.
And you just heard Chelsea say that at the table. She says, but you're you and I'm me. Like I can do that because I'm me.
Exactly. Yeah, J-Mac's probably
Good laydown, Jason. Jason doesn't want to
in a tilted world right now.
Hey, good laydown, Jason.
So sick.
I can't believe it. So sick. It's so sick.
Oh, and there's a little spring of hope that this might get Jason rolling right now.
Yeah, it could. It's possible. Now Chelsea picks up aces. This is the plan. You
Show the bluff, catch a hand,
yeah.
build a pot, and
Ace high
hopefully
flop.
get it to hold. So for those of you who want to creep inside the mind of one sick Chelsea Gelber, she is that girl who plays poker. You can find her on Facebook, also on Twitter it's at thatgirlwp poker. Check her out. See what goes through the mind of one Miss Chelsea Gelber. Jared makes it 90 to go. Earl opened up the pot. Early position with the ace-jack 5-5. Chelsea flats and naked aces.
Wow.
Jared puts in a 3-bet with a rundown hand. And now Chelsea might think about putting in the back raise here.
That's what I was thinking. Looks like she's just gonna flat.
Huh.
Wow. It seemed like a good spot
To get the back raise in, yeah, absolutely. King, queen, hearts. Earl's got the nut heart draw. The board is already paired though. Jared also with hearts. And nothing for showdown value is gonna bet.
This is so bad for Jared. He just has to bet here and try to take it down. He could have king queen. He could have pocket queens. So I think that's what he's repping here.
Jared,
especially with the sizing.
Earl puts in the check raise.
Wow.
Immediately gets Chelsea off the aces. Jared cannot try to run down worse hearts. And Earl takes it down. So yeah, I mean, fun little hand there. Chelsea flatting the ace was ace 7-6, right? Flatting the ace 7-6 there from Chelsea versus Earl's early position open there. I think it's pretty standard. Once she gets Jared to put in the 3-bet though, and Earl flats because Earl called the 90 out of position, she can now make a $400 or $500 repot there with the aces. And I'm a little bit surprised that she didn't. I mean, I know that she's not. I mean, and she doesn't want to get it in against a worse pair of aces.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
With Jared, but I mean,
I was thinking if she's afraid that she's sharing aces with Jared, and Jared's aces might be better, especially if Earl comes along or something.
Now, if Jared was just some super nit, I think that's different. But Jared's a pretty good player. He's capable of 3-betting, more than just ace.
He hasn't done it too much.
He hasn't got out a lot of time. Yeah, he hasn't been a lot of 3-bets, but man, I just think that Chelsea, I think, might look back at that one and maybe realize she missed an opportunity.
Yeah, I think she could have got it in there.
As it was, great play by Earl Mencken. Check raising the nut heart draw.
Two players.
I mean, he's pretty much when you do that, you're only gonna get called by a king.
Yeah, I mean,
and even if you do, you got your heart out as long as the guy didn't already boat up. Ace deuce 10. Earl and Matt playing heads up. These guys go back a long ways. Matt that's 85 and Earl check calls.
So what does Matt do now? Continue the bluff against Earl or give it up?
You gotta keep bluffing, right? You never feel that 5s are good.
Yeah,
check.
Yeah, against Earl though, you might feel like Earl's not folding. If he's
and Matt gets there. Matt turned.
Wow.
Matt had the 4-5.
Was that like he's only out?
That actually makes more sense now. Matt checking back that he did have with the gutter ball. That makes a lot more sense checking back.
Nice. And Earl's gonna want to call here, but probably think better of it.
He's blocking a 4.
I mean, I also think the board is so draw heavy, and then the turn just makes it even more draw heavy. That if Earl's check calling the flop, he's probably not folding the turn. So it could be a bad spot to bluff, especially when you can just river a 3 and
get there.
Get there.
Plastic CA. Always a pleasure having you in the chat box. PLO's going good.
Plastic CA?
We're playing 7 max tonight.
Oh yeah. We'll see Plastica in the Veronica and Prisoners game.
And prisoners and hostages and friends and
and firemen.
God, Earl wanted to call that down with 1 pair so bad.
He really did. Which is why it's a good value bet on the river.
Show the 6 of diamonds, Matt. I think he did. Oh my God, he showed the 6 of diamonds. Such a good card to show him. Yeah, just a bunch of busted diamonds, that's all.
What did Matt show?
He showed the 6 of diamonds.
Oh, that's sick.
It's such a needle.
It's hilarious.
Such a needle.
I think you should always have to show it.
Wabrai, don't start with me.
What do you say?
We're not showing him enough love.
What up, Wabrai? When did you get here? I just overlooked it, Wabrai. Nothing personal. Might be. Good to have you as always.
Chelsea's double suited here. Brooklyn Dan, first stack he limps in. Chelsea can limp in behind him. Matt will not try to generate a heater. Jason's never folding his button. And
Not
Earl,
with 4 cards anyway.
if Earl's on the button here, I actually think he would open, but out of position here, he's going to be pretty content to try to get to a flop with a Jack 9-9-7 with a suit. 10-7 Dewey, diamonds.
Earl with the gutter.
Chelsea's going to turn a pair of aces. And Earl will now make trip 7s.
7 ball. It just checks around.
Checks through.
Earl knows if it checks through there, he's probably winning.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He was maybe just gonna check call or something.
Ron Art Beard, welcome to the chat.
Awesome. Opera says dice were good in Tahoe. There you go. Nice.
I think I've ever played dice. Never. I'm not a gambler, what can I say? Like, it's such a net.
If we're ever at a casino that has dice together, you still haven't played yet.
You'll show me the ways of the
I'll
force?
show you the ways.
Oh no.
Well, the thing is, if it's your first roll, you always roll hot, so
Oh, cool.
I want to be in on that.
Now, does dice have a 10K learning curve like PLO does?
Nah,
Oh,
it's
cool.
easy.
Oh, easy.
Like an auto win. You can win or lose a few hundred real quick. Not really my game, but
Proper Recipe asks, why is it so damn expensive to love in California? Because
too long.
love ain't cheap. He meant live, but I'll give him what little hell I can. No, you will not catch me playing dice.
Just get the best kind of love out here. Just expensive players.
Hold up.
So much love.
A little bit, I'm like,
Jason makes it 40 to go. It's called from Jared with the Queen 8-6-5er. Ew.
Jared flops the low end wrap.
Now Jared should probably just bet. After Jason opens it, no, he's gonna check. You got outs and no showdown value. Now you make a queen.
Queen on the river, check. Nope. Jared picks up a pair. Just hoping J-Mac checks back.
45.
He may suspect that his hand is possibly good, but there's just no way you can check call on that river.
Yeah.
On that board.
Jason's probably betting like a Queen 9 there, some sort of river wacky 2 pair.
Pretty easy to be button.
Jason's rarely gonna check back the turn without some sort of showdown value.
There we go.
Well, no. My old no, this one.
Yeah, I totally forgot that you have them on.
Right, I
So
got
Dan Stir hasn't dragged too many pots tonight.
No, it's been pretty quiet.
I get the sense that he's more comfortable barreling in No Limit.
I can't hear them.
You know,
Apparently they can't hear me.
He hasn't really gotten too much to work with though.
And as we brought out earlier too, he also has Jason and Earl to his left.
Right.
And that's
Yeah,
gonna
he is
keep you in
that-
check in most
Oh yeah,
games.
he's definitely in the
You
worst
can't
spot
really
here.
go crazy
Yeah.
with those guys to your left.
Dad does. He was I didn't even know. I always see him like I might know.
Race, but it's coming.
Earlish. Makes it 20 to go.
Jared with a couple of queens and hearts in the big line. He'll see a flop. Ace-9 deuce rainbow.
I was sitting there and then I was like,
Daniel
Brooklyn
the only
Dan.
one with an ace with backdoor spades.
Probably a check back spot.
Yeah. Can't love it, you know. Check back, hope for a spade on the turn.
Queen on the turn gives Jared trips. Gave Earl a flush draw, which didn't get there. King on the river, and trip queens. No bet from...
Yeah. Quick check around on the turn.
you got regular.
Everyone fears the Jack 10.
I'm a little surprised Jared didn't just leave that turn after it checks around on the flop.
Yeah, the Queen of Clubs, I mean, does put a flush draw on there. It does bring a straight draw, another straight draw as well to go with the wheel draw. So I mean, you can get called by worse. Jared might have missed a little bit there. That or he might have thought like, well, after it checks through, Earl's definitely going to be barreling here.
Yeah.
He might have been looking to go for a check raise.
Quite possible.
It's so funny, like when you see when an opponent, or it's difficult when an opponent's plan is to go for an aggressive move like the check raise there, and it checks through, and to us it looks like they're just playing passively, you know, when they actually had much worse intentions in mind.
Right, exactly.
5-5. Not 5-10.
He was live 10. He's
Live
live
10.
10.
I apologize. Live 10.
Live 10 from Dan
I
Sturr.
was looking at the blinds backwards.
Nick Roberts.
Raise, that is 40.
We're not seeing a lot of Jason's cards, and I led to believe it's the manner in which he's holding him. He's got him over the reader, but he's got him up off the reader.
Yeah.
Gets called from Chelsea, Jared, and Dan Sturr. Ace Jack 3 with spades. Jason, now we see his cards. King, Queen, 10.
Wow.
Big flop for Jason.
Party time.
He's got the Broadway wrap and spades.
Dan Sturr, the only one with anything else here with top pair. He can't love it. I mean, he has the queen kicker. Yeah, J-Mac gonna bet there, just take it down, and I assure you he's not happy about that.
Got Mr. Christopher Hinchcliffe in the chat box. Are you kidding me? He says hello from Washington. He says everyone is spreading the Deej and Stones love up north.
Really?
It's the word on the street, man.
Sweet.
I think I saw a post on social media. Someone in Macau with some Deej bracelets on or something like that.
Nice.
I'm not even joking. Yeah, it was crazy. Feeling the love.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, he was. Him and Robert.
Straddle's on.
Live 10, everybody.
Earl's gonna let it go under the gun. Quickly folds around to Jared on the button. Makes it 40 to go.
Impossible.
Dan calls with a suited ace. And it's Jason, so he'll probably call as well. No.
Oh my.
Wow, new gear out of Jason.
Definitely good enough for J-Mac.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Ace 4-5, top 2 for Dan Sturr. Check to Jared.
Jared with a...
And Dan's gonna try to get it in right now. Dan's kind of short. Game Corp said you can't tell if Jared's a wizard. Jared is kind of a wizard.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's what the kind of thing we mentioned there, where spots where if someone actually wants to make an aggressive move or take an aggressive line out of position, and then when they're going for a check raise and they get checked through, it looks like they're playing just like super passively. But it's kind of, you kind of have to read the player's intention. And I mean, really, I mean, when Jared turned to trip queens from the previous hand, I don't think he intended just a check call. And then once the other card came on the river and completed the Broadway, then I think his hand pretty much then is just a check call hand as it is.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think Jared was expecting Earl to bet more often than not in that spot on the turn. And I think he was going for a check raise, not like just super pot control, hating value.
So Dan check raised all in, but he doesn't got a lot. And I think Jared, you got a call here.
Draw.
straight, you got a pair, you make some wacky 2-pair hands that might win. I mean, in PLO, I think you just kind of call here.
Yeah.
For what he's, I mean, it only costs him after you see bet.
Just a little more than 100 to call.
Yeah, just a little bit more than 100 to call.
Yeah. He doesn't love it, but I mean, you can't
They're
really
gonna get it in.
there.
What time?
Once or twice, yeah. Drake RX, I agree, easy call. You don't love it, but you gotta do it. It's PLO.
Queen Jack, Danster will win that pot. So he finally gets his double up.
And back to work.
That pot should bring him up around 500, a little bit more.
Fly 15.
Chris asked how come we're playing 7-handed. Originally we did want to play 6-handed tonight, but we would have to cut too many players out of the game. We do have 2 tables running right now. So we're playing 7-handed in the main game, and I believe we are playing 8-handed in the feeder as well.
Fly 15, everybody.
Earl's got a $15 straddle on. Matt's got a nice little hand. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
9-10 Queen Jack double suited.
You groping? I'm like, what the fuck?
That is 75.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would expect Jared to come along. Looks like he's gonna raise it up.
Now Matt can go either way with his hand. You can 3-bet here for sure for value.
Earl's groping.
You're actually a favorite.
Isolate,
Yeah, you're actually a favorite against aces. Against negative ace in the spot. And there's a 3-bet for Matt. Such a sexy hand.
Yeah, I mean, flatting here is, I think, definitely the inferior play, because you
For sure.
know J-Mac's going to come along, Earl's going to come along.
Which, I mean, part of you don't mind it because you flop so well with that hand. So you can flat for value, try to draw some people in. Or, I mean, I agree with you. Kind of seems more, or the more standard play here, the 3-bet and build the pot. Jared's double suited. He's gonna make the call, and all the suits are live.
Sick.
2 players.
Triple nickel in the pot. Tray 4-8, not the flop that Matt was looking for. It's not bad though for Jared.
I mean, he does flop a, oh, Jared, yeah. Yeah, not great for Matt.
I told her I'm there.
Jared flops middle pair.
Sorry, I had allergies in my head.
Gut shot, straight draw. What else does he have? Backdoor 5 high club.
He's got oops.
Got oops.
And on that board, against Matt's 3-betting range, he should be able to consider getting. Right now, they're just debating. You hear him going over how much should it be in the pot. Jared's not just waiting here; they're actually trying to calculate how much the pot should have not have been pre-flop.
Very little. Very little.
Dude,
I
Jared,
heard Matt say he has very little.
I have a 4, that's all.
That's all you have?
yeah, against
Hey,
Matt's
wow,
range.
Jared just said I have a 4. That's all I have.
If I show you all mine, will you show me all yours?
Show me all mine. I'll show you all yours.
This is getting very
What I have.
interesting.
They're just having a little moment.
I'm
They're
surprised.
showing each other their cards. I don't understand what's happening.
That's so beautiful.
I think we're just talking about like checking it down. I don't know what's going on here. Matt shows them all 4.
Wow.
What's going on?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but you have a pair of
I mean, Matt just put runner.
I like these hands.
Lots of runners.
Wow, what did, so did it check? Matt
No, I
said
haven't done
pot,
anything.
and now Jared's debating.
He bet? He potted.
I think that's what happened.
You got 2 backdoor flush draws.
I do.
I want you to pull that shit.
Wow.
60% equity here.
on, man. You
And
gotta show at
Matt
least
showed
2.
him his
I took you on
cards.
4.
He has nothing.
I don't want you to call that.
don't
Matt, you
know
got 2 backup
what's
buttons?
happening. They're trying
So
to
that's
figure
what
out
it
they
is.
have.
That makes sense. Okay, so this is the kind of play I expect out of Jared, which is to open for the pot, because that you're gonna be so good against Matt three betting range, and you just got naked aces, or I mean, even ace ace jack 10 is the best starting hand in PLO. He's never calling there when he just
Right.
opens for the pot.
Yeah, it's good enough.
So that's why Matt showed him the hand.
Oh, so Jared potted and Matt just kind of talked.
Matt talked to
his
me.
hand and
And Jared said, "I have 4." That's all Jared would show.
yeah, that's pretty
It's a good play by Jared. So there's some of the wizard receipt from Jared.
Yeah.
In PLO, I think it's almost, somewhat standard there, but a lot of players aren't going to have to recognize how good your hand is there against a player's 3-betting range. And that you should probably just be open for the pot. Donking is something in PLO that happens so much more often and more promptly than in Hold'em.
Yeah. But especially, Jared
You had all like
open and then he's calling a 3-bet there. That's like not the best he can hope for, but that flop is
It's
good
definitely,
enough.
yeah.
He's kind of he's his hand, right?
He's definitely supposed to have much more, connect much more with the 8-4-3 than Matt's supposed to connect the 8-4-3. Even if Jared had some like other Broadway combinations, let's say he had Ace King 9-10 double suited on that board, he can do that. Once he gets 3-bet and he calls, he can do the same, or he should be doing the same thing every time. Just opening right into Matt and saying that board misses your 3-betting range almost all the time.
Even like hands your jacks with like King Jack 10 or something might
Exactly.
just second lead for a bluff there.
Exactly. Daniel limped in here, ace, king 8 with a Sue. Earl opened. It was limped around. Earl made it 20 to go with kings.
Daniel just flats.
Yeah.
A
A lot of set money with aces, which you can
Ace is
do.
playing pretty passively pre-flop.
Which you can do. I mean, oftentimes it is correct in PLO. But when you have the opportunity to get another raise in here with those stacks, they're a little deep. As it is.
What a flop for Daniel.
Top set for Daniel. Diamond, and he also has diamonds. If someone's got the king 10, more power to you.
Yeah.
You just stick them.
Okay. 97% in a 3-way pot here on the flop. 97% equity. Does he put in a raise here? I mean, he doesn't want Earl to go anywhere.
He flats.
You gotta have a drink so you can
And now makes diamonds.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, with that high of equity, you kind of want to keep your opponent in there.
That's all I just told him. I'm like, I'm not, unless I bust, I'm not.
Also on that board, that board connects with so many hands though. I mean, you can almost raise for value.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe
Especially against Earl,
just maybe click back at him.
Yeah.
He's showing Chelsea the monster.
Seriously?
Shows of the monster.
Want a drink?
I'm Lyman Son. Welcome to chat.
What's up? Happy Mother's Day gift for you. Yep. Yes, please. So, yeah, I was also going to say though, referring back to Brooklyn Dan and also Chelsea's, like the way they played aces in those spots where they kind of limp called a raise and then just flatted a re-raise. I think if they're not really 3-betting much, they might be afraid that they're kind of turning their hand face up when they 3-bet in those spots. Like maybe
Well, I think
their opponents can assume that they have aces.
Dan's probably, I think maybe might have played flatting the aces pre-flop better there, just because of his stacks. He's so deep. Chelsea was so short.
She actually could have gotten enough of her stack in there
To just make one pot size, or just jam flop and hey, yeah, flop me whatever, but or you probably just kick on the hand right there. I mean, Dan and Earl were both well over 2K deep, so it's probably actually best for Dan to not be inflating the pot while at the same time revealing the strength of your hand. Yes, this is PLO. Not just PLO, we got short-handed PLO. We're playing 7-handed. We do have a feeder game going as well.
I never that.
What's up, I'm Lyman Son? Yes, this is PLO. Yes, everyone's getting 4 cards every time.
I never that.
Yes, it's awesome. Yes, Chelsea flopped top 2.
2004.
953 Rainbow. Woo!
It looked good.
Matt's gonna call 60 with his kings.
240 already plus this.
240 and
Jared leads out here.
325.
thank you.
The top
Sorry,
right.
I forgot.
And now Chelsea makes a pot-sized bet.
Backdoor cards.
Sarah, I love you, but every night
Nice.
you have something.
The same
I
thing.
can figure it out. My brain just doesn't work.
Hey.
Pot here.
I'm handicapped. I should be over here.
And now Jared.
Jared thinking about.
The bet is
Jared's thinking about saving face.
Yeah.
I don't think
Jared,
this.
everyone's gonna see your cards.
This is good. This is.
Minutes.
Come on, Jared. Action's on you, brother. It's such a snap hold.
You can't make a move here because Chelsea just put
Hey, T, you want a drink,
half
bro?
her stack in or
You
half her
want to do a
stack.
shot? Let's do a shot, bro. Down below.
Probably not folding.
I know.
I know the pod is okay, but you have to an excuse every night.
today is really talking.
I know, dude. Like, probably shoot though. Like with Earl, I shoot.
I don't know.
the same
Maybe his
church
cards
as
are wrong.
Or maybe he read his cards wrongly.
That's
11
Whoa!
days. Yeah.
what's happening.
He's got a 9. Some backdoor hearts.
I mean, if he puts her right on 2 pair, he does have, 2 pair outs. Backdoor hearts. They just get it in, run it twice.
And he hits the jack for a better 2 pair on the second board.
So gross.
Chop it up.
She said,
Hey,
Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. And I wonder if, we were talking about this last time, where if people know that you are willing to run it twice every time, maybe they're more willing to get it in bad against you or behind. I mean,
but I'm saying, I kind of do something about that. You kind of, don't you really want people to get in bad or marginal against you? I mean, to a degree.
well, I think you'll make more money.
In the long run, you are. I mean, mathematically, you're gonna make more money.
Yeah, but
Live 10, everybody. Live 10.
there's so much value in being able to get people to fold. Like the pots are get so big.
If you get everyone to fold,
if you can get people to
you're always
fold their
scooping.
equity,
Yeah, if you're.
And take down pots, it's gonna be. I don't know. I have to run the numbers.
You're always scooping if they fold, but I think, if you get people to get in marginally and you're running up the board multiple times, in theory, you're realizing you're reducing your variance and get people to get in margin against you. It should be, it should be profitable over the long run, more profitable.
Can you put your hand on the door?
Theoretically,
It's hard to scoop though.
it is hard to scoop.
Hard to win bet.
I mean, Jared tried to give her some money. I don't think, or maybe Jared just realized that he did have all those outs. If Chelsea has a set, then he's in a worse spot. But she only has top 2. Then I guess it's not as egregious.
Yeah.
I guess.
She could totally have a set there. Maybe a wrap.
Oh my god.
I would.
Oh my god.
It's pretty.
Oh my god!
Pretty far behind and
Well, it worked.
against most of the range, but it worked out okay for him.
No look?
I didn't love
That's
it.
the best goal ever.
Yeah,
Earl
Earl knew
didn't look.
everything here.
Earl didn't look. He did not look. Wakes up king, king, queen, queen, with the king of diamonds.
Middle set with the king of diamonds blocker.
Wow, and he did not look.
Sucks for him because he definitely would have raised before.
He lost a lot of value.
Bad time to not look.
Angry Pollock says that Earl is playing for her birthday. That's right, it was Veronica's birthday.
Oh, nice!
Happy birthday, Veronica.
Veronica, woo! Now we're all May babies.
Yeah. Today's Veronica's birthday or yesterday's Veronica's birthday? Veronica, today or yesterday? Today? Today it is today.
Nice.
Oh shit, I just realized I gotta call and wish my sister happy birthday. Today's my sister's birthday. Shit.
You only knew that because it's Veronica's birthday?
You said, oh yeah, we're all May babies. And I started being like, yeah, so it's everyone in my family. Then I look at it like, oh, today's the 9th. Damn it. I want to hear about that. Earl's got a nice little hand here.
Just wish her happy birthday on stream, and it's all good.
Yeah.
And Stir raised it up to 25.
Tell me Earl 3-bet. Thank you.
Earl raises to 50. Mid-raise? Perhaps. Jared's gonna come along with King, Queen, Queen 5. Couple diamonds. Polish sausage for everyone, what Bryce says. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Earl just clicked back with the 4 Broadways in the suit. I'm actually surprised that Earl didn't try to make a little bit larger of a raise there for value.
Right.
As it is, 6-6 tray, couple of clubs. Earl does have clubs. They're the second best club draw to Dan's. No one's got a 6.
Jared's Queen's still out in the lead.
And Jason is going to open for the pot with the King, Queen, Jack, 4. And it's not a bad bet by Jason because if no one's going to continue without a 6 or pocket 3s.
Yeah, and you know we've seen him do that on those boards with 2 deuces on them.
It's the same, yeah.
That's what I was saying. I mean, everyone knows he plays those kind of junky hands. So he finds these spots where he can rep trips on a board where the only thing out there is really trips.
Now it's interesting. On 6-6-3, that generally is going to miss Earl's 3-betting range a lot, as it did. However, when Earl just clicks back and he's trying to build a pot for value there, he might have some rundown hands, like some 6, 7, 8, 9, something like that. Where I mean, he might have some 6s there, and that small. I think that smaller 3-betting size by Earl kind of made that move a little shaky. Maybe a little shaky, but it worked. I don't know.
Oh, you mean J-Max move?
Yeah, just because I mean Earl 3-bet so small, I think. And if Earl had 3-bet really large, then I think it's easier to roll out a lot of 6s in his 3-betting range.
J-Max hand is so bad that he can pretty easily just leave there, and then if anyone does anything, just shut it down.
It's an easy fold.
Anyone raises, just get away from it. Pretty sick.
And Angry Pollock, Jason's putting on a show for your birthday.
Putting on a clinic.
Yeah, he should go to one of those. Oh god, too much.
You need 4 double suited. 4 players.
Ace 9-8, couple spades. Earl flops nut spade draw. And good shot to the low end of the straight. Nut spade draw, good enough to bet though.
Always, always, always.
Yeah.
It never stopped me different.
Yeah, stack sizes haven't been fluctuating too much.
Nothing totally crazy, other than Jason we saw stack off early.
Yeah. He stacked off 500 pretty early on and then ran up his second bullet there to about, what, 15 or so?
Dan Stur's been was grinding the short stack for a while until he got the double up. But no one's gone completely crazy.
It's fine. Let me do it when I have 4 cards.
E-Corp said Jason is popping out of her cake tonight. Yeah, we would definitely pay money to see that.
Oh, right.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
Straddle's on.
Right.
San Diego Keith makes a comment, if you play 5-10 no limit, you should be playing Deuce 3 PLO, bankroll wise. This is a much swingier game.
Yes, very true.
Matt's gonna lead here. That's 40. Dan's gonna just call. Top 2 inside straight draw.
Yeah, definitely not the best straight draw you can have.
Queen on the turn gives Matt
Second nut straight.
second nuts. Dan does have a 9. He would chop with a king. He's gonna let it go.
Yeah, Matt bets 105. It looks like Brooklyn Dan is going to come along here. Not sure what he has. Maybe some backdoor spades. Like 2 pair or something like that. Could be a set.
Matt checks.
I've seen him play a set like this.
And Daniel bets 115. Really small bet.
I would think that Matt would have to look away.
Wow, no.
Interesting.
I would thought, yeah, for that size, I would have thought if Dan had ace king there, Daniel had ace king, I would think he'd bet a little bit larger. You know, try to get a little more value out of his hand. I think king 9's a call there.
I think so too.
I mean, I don't know what Dan had, but even if Dan did have ace king, with that bet sizing, I think king 9, you got to call there and just kind of really.
It almost felt like a set.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
If he gets raised, he just folds.
If I had to bet money on it,
I don't know if Dan really bets sets there against Matt. I'm not sure. So that might be going through Matt's mind.
Didn't we see him earlier do that in a hand was like against Jared or against Chelsea?
What, Dan?
Oh no, that's what the hand where you put the nut walk and everybody bet the ace of clubs. Okay, different hand.
Yeah.
Where you turn the aces with the ace of clubs into a bluff. Okay, different hand.
Right.
Could he turn a set into a bluff there?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. But if he's turning it into a bluff, can he bet more?
It'd be reasonable to think so. I don't know. I think that's a call.
It felt like a call to me too, just because you know, when he just calls on the turn.
Yeah. Tuck on Sports, Mr. David Tuckman in the chat box. He'll be here this Saturday with Val doing the Stone Survivor Series game. He'll be at 5-10 no limit hold'em.
And apparently he's going to be giving money away as well.
He usually does. He usually does.
So come down, play with Tuck.
Free money.
Free money.
Of course we are, Tuck. Tuck gone wild.
Tuck gone wild.
Earl's got the nut diamond draw. Just gonna check through.
The drinks usually flow after the stream.
Oh yeah.
Pretty hard.
Got live. For sure.
Especially Saturday night.
Diamonds for Earl. Dan makes worse diamonds. No one's got a queen.
I can't see Daniel getting too crazy on a paired board here.
Earl bets super small if Dan immediately calls.
Yeah, he's gonna call small bet against Earl, but not lose too much. Super value bet there.
Well, yeah, I think Earl knows he's good, but he also knows that no one has a queen. Anyone with a queen would have bet that turn.
But the same thing is, I think he got max value.
Yeah, no, I think he really did too.
If
And he bets 100.
more than that,
I think Dan
Daniel
folds.
gets away from it.
I think so, yeah.
Pretty sick value bet, Earl. So sick.
Earl, he can milk a chicken.
Mostly former. Mostly former.
Yeah.
Mostly retired.
This is such a good image.
He really is. So this joke's gonna keep going back to the well on.
Have to, really.
But I appreciate the courtesy laugh. You know, it makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
No?
A little bit of love.
I can't help but laugh about imagining a chicken being milked. Danster with the best,
He's rolled up.
best pocket.
This is stud, right? Bet it.
Danster, definitely the best hand. Who can beat trips in the hole?
And he's gonna call. He's not even suited, and he calls.
Yeah, last time I called with trip queens in position, like $20, and I was like, this is like the dumbest call I've ever.
With trip kings or trip queens?
Trip queens, and the flop was like queen 8 5.
So
I just
sick.
seen that and took it down, and I was like, that was fun.
So sick. You're the worst. Middle set here for Daniel. My God. You sent me a text too where you would, and I don't know, I thought you were lying to me that you under the gunplate
Oh,
you were
yeah.
that you played rolled up kings, right?
Yeah, and
You were lying to me, right?
No, it wasn't.
God, you did that from early position?
Yeah, it was my first hand. The first hand I saw, I'm like, yep,
You played king, king, king,
I'm
7.
gonna limp in here.
God.
I just see bet a really dry board and took it down, and I was so embarrassed I had to tell someone. I told you. You're like, no, you didn't.
Jason picks up diamonds.
He's also open-ended, 4-6.
Yeah, he is. Get some money in the pot, Daniel.
For the love. Your opponents have trip kings.
Now Chelsea, who's got the Broadway rap, she is blocking one of her own queens. She bets 200.
Yeah, Jason's not going anywhere.
And he's gonna make a double-fisted raise here.
Oh, wow.
To make it 600 to go. And now it's back to Daniel
Pretty sick.
with a set of 5s.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. So it checked around on the flop. Right?
Yeah, check through the
Checked
flop.
around on the flop. Daniel checks the turn. Chelsea bets 200. And J-Mac puts her to the test and just sticks it. She's gonna come along. She's already this far in.
And Dan folded, right?
Yes. Dan folds.
Set of
Set of
5s.
5s.
Yeah, he's got it. I mean,
Kind of hard, I mean, after all that action to do anything. Chelsea wins
Queens.
the second one. King, queen.
king, queen.
So Chelsea gets there on the second one.
I think she got the first.
Timeout.
Chelsea scoops.
I forgot that J-Mac didn't.
That J-Mac had it. They had, yeah.
I mean,
J-Mac whiffs.
didn't have a.
And Chelsea scoops.
Crazy. So she wins the first one with just queens, right?
Takes down the first one with queens.
Pretty sick.
King, queen on the second one.
Yeah.
And she thinks when she hits the 9 on the river on the second one, she thinks, okay, well at least they chop.
Chopping, yeah.
Because they hadn't tabled the hands yet.
Sure.
And Jason just
J-Mac's like so sick.
all of it.
Yeah. Wow.
That girl who plays poker, Chelsea Gelbert.
Scoop, scoop.
And draws a little bit of blood from J-Mac.
Yeah, so J-Mac did that with, he flopped open ender and turned diamonds, but, I mean, he had 8 high diamonds. I guess he's putting Chelsea on like a 2-pair straight draw type hand.
After it checks,
Trying to get it in there.
well, after it checks through on the flop, and then Chelsea opens up for the pot, she's gonna have more draws than she has value hands.
Right.
Because if you had, let's say, top set, like set of 10s there,
Yeah,
you're
definitely
probably not. Yeah, you probably will not. Maybe you probably don't necessarily try to run everyone off on the turn, even though it
Right.
does bring a diamond draw as well. You're probably making a more reasonable sized bet there, I think, maybe. I don't know. I mean, let's say if you flop the set of 10s there and it checked through, if you're going for the check raise and didn't get it, are you just opening for the pot on the turn? I mean, it brings a straight draw, brings flush draw.
I think she was in position though.
Was she? We should be paying attention to these things.
J-Mac was in the small blind.
And he check raised?
Yeah, it looks like he check raised there. I actually didn't realize that during the he has the button now, so.
Wow.
I know, right?
Okay, so it checked to Chelsea, then she bet the pot.
On the turn, but
On the
like you
turn.
said, you know, she didn't.
She probably would
It
have.
was checked to her on the flop, and she checked back. So
She probably
I
would've
think
checked
that's
back
why J-Mac
Thinks he can make that
decided
move.
to make that move.
Look at
thinking
him.
that,
He
it has to pull.
He said you were exactly thrown out of
Yeah,
my
it's quite all right,
fault.
right?
Those diamonds are live, which they actually were. Can't quite count on that though.
And Liddy's shaking his head.
Run so bad.
Barrel another beer, Jason. You look at it back. So like I said, I mean that's Jason's game. He fires a little bit at a time, and then he'll be off and running. Yeah, he'll still walk out of here tonight, probably a small winner, but that one stung a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen he's definitely not afraid to make moves. Definitely not afraid to get it in with draws. And also he goes with his read, you know, and in that spot I think he just sensed some weakness from Chelsea. Didn't think she was that strong.
Yeah.
Thought his draws might be good, thought she might fold.
And it got Daniel off his set of fives.
Very true.
Interesting that Daniel did not bet the flop.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that. We've seen him play some pretty big hands on the flop, kind of slow. I think he likes to see a turn. He likes to see a safe turn card
Before he
you know,
goes
kind of pot
nuts.
control a little bit.
So Matt's gonna open up the queen jack 10-8. Dan makes a call right behind him. Can't see what he's got yet. And Jared, who I believe limped in initially. Oh, he might have the straddle on. And now we got a raise.
And an eye roll for Earl.
And Jared has put in a 3-bet, a pot-sized 3-bet to 180 with a 9-10-8-7. Matt makes a call.
Heads up to the flop. Hold on. Oh,
No, we're still waiting on
Dan's still
Dan.
in there. Oh, wow.
Dan jams it.
Oh my God.
So now, and Jared is gonna just call. Interesting there, he could have repotted it and just try to run out his equity against Dan. Would have pushed Matt out of the hand.
Alright, Matt letting Jared know he's ready to gramble.
And now Matt's definitely gonna be willing to gramble.
Wow. King 9 deuce, rainbow.
Matt's filling the whole middle.
Super wrap. Backdoor club. Jared can't love his hand on this flop.
And Matt just needs to make a pair. He'll make a pair for the next straight.
Yeah. Pair up, Matt.
As long as it's not his worst pair.
Right.
He does have backdoor clubs as well, although he is blocking one of his other clubs.
So those equities aren't right. We don't know Dan's hand.
Well, for the side pot, they should be good.
Yeah, they're pretty close. I like Matt's hand a lot better.
Did Jared check and Matt
I
already
don't know,
potted
it
it?
seems like another weird spot with them where
And now
there's a lot of talking and
Jared
chips
asks-
aren't moving and we're not sure what's going on.
he asked Matt if he has a deuce.
That's hilarious.
Oh, this is fun.
Veronica, Angry Pollock says she should be sober. Okay, yeah, she should be sober by Wednesday. It's about a 50-50 chance, sounds like.
And Jared bets the pot,
Wow.
and Matt immediately releases.
Sick, man.
9 outs, and he lets it go.
Wow, and Jared fills up.
Backs into it.
What?
Ay-ya.
Sicko, man. So was Jared like asking Matt questions and then he
potted it?
Or maybe he potted it and then started asking Matt questions. Do you think?
And Matt tank folded?
Yeah.
I thought, no, I didn't think that Jared was asking questions.
Yeah.
And then he potted it, and Matt folded pretty quickly, and the dealer turned to
A
Matt.
little smile.
Yeah, and said, oh.
Jared.
Chips on 11.
We never saw Dan's hand.
Such
did
a
we?
sick spot. Jared.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's what happened.
We don't know.
Jared did a little talking to Matt, asked him if he had a deuce, among other things, and then made a pot size bet, and Matt immediately released. That's the way I saw it go down anyway.
That was crazy. Then he has to show that hand. Then he turns to pair and fills up on the river with
So
his
gross.
9-7.
So gross.
Pretty sick. Gamble confirmed. That's right, Gay Corps. We're grambling here at Stones. Get down here. Don't miss the action. Next Saturday, event 5 of the Survivor Series 5-10 game. Get your bios in by Wednesday at noon. We got the Venetian Deep Stack satellite this Sunday.
This Sunday.
Yeah, for $250, $500 bounties on Annette Oberstad and Erica Lindgren.
Jared might be my new favorite human being.
I told you, man, he's a sicko. He's definitely an action player.
Oh, for sure.
You know, we've definitely seen it in a few spots here tonight. 2 of them against Matt.
Yeah, it's weird to see someone actually putting Matt into like weird, awkward spots. It doesn't happen often.
Yeah, I mean, Matt's really good at avoiding awkward spots, you know?
Marginal situations.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just he's been put in a couple spots
Really good at navigating the waters.
Jared has a club draw.
Can't see Dan's hand again. I'm wondering if he's not putting them on the reader correctly. Yeah, it looks pretty janky there.
Gay Corps, to answer your question, I do not believe we fact-checked the bios. So, lie to me, lie to me, lie to me.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's entertaining.
Baron Bond Gay Corps of Monrovia, who found poker in the turn of the century. Wow.
That would definitely entertain us.
I would,
and,
yeah.
I can't see that not scoring well.
Jared makes clubs.
Second up flush for Jared here on a paired board. It doesn't seem like Dan has a great hand. Jared's pretty confident value betting here. That's 85. Seems like Dan's really thinking about it.
Now Dan's cutting out a raise. Little king jack. Pocket jacks.
Perhaps.
Jared immediately releases his flush.
What a pro.
So sick. And we finally might have found someone sicker than Jason McRoberts at the table.
Right?
Jared.
Wow. So sick. Got the Twitter roll coming up Monday, May 30th at 12 p.m. $35 buy-in gets you 3,000 starting chips, and if you want 3,000 more starting chips, you need to follow at Stones Gambling, follow at Stones Light Poker. Actually, you have to follow them to get into the tournament.
That's right.
To get the bonus chips, you have to follow
Our 3 tournament directors. And
Can we get that up in the chat?
I was waiting for that to happen.
At JFK Stones TD.
At Con, something I can't even remember.
Yeah, we'll get that in the chat for you.
Yeah, but $35 buy-in. House is putting up a 10K prize pool.
Top 40 in the money, 25-minute levels. Not too bad. Looks like Danster had the straddle on. J-Mac pops it up to 40 and everyone falls.
Easy game.
Fun.
Earl's double
A
suited.
lot of card sharing here. All the 10s are accounted for.
Chelsea's got a sexy little hand.
Oh yeah.
Jack 9, 8, 7, double suited. Good flop for her as well. She flops spades as well as a straight draw. Pot.
It's the George pot.
It is.
Everyone's like, is he saying pot? What are the words he's saying?
I had so much fun in that game.
Oh my gosh.
Now Jason
Glad
actually has.
someone did.
Yeah, glad someone. Jason has better spades actually.
Jason let out 205. I know you're calling me.
Hi.
Chelsea ships it, right?
Send it. She did.
And she says, I know you're calling.
And that's a 6 spot for Jason because
Super accurate. 10-6. Wow.
oh, and a spade gets there.
Wow.
Jason locks up the first one.
Jason? Barely better spades here. Wow.
Oh.
And the second one.
Scooper for
That's
Jason.
sick.
Jason will get some of the chips back that he shipped over to Chelsea.
How do you scoop with 2 10-high flushes?
Oh, this is such a Jason thing to do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and
this is
Jason's
so
up out of the
Jason.
chair. Oh, we're gonna hear about this till forever.
I just
man.
doubled her up. I tried to flop her.
It's never happened for me. Never.
Never.
She did.
It's actually with Chelsea's stack size. Yeah, just like she said, she knows that she's getting called. So what does
Yeah.
Jason think she's jamming with there? I mean, you really, when you're calling off there, you're calling off only with intention of thinking that your spades might be live.
That's just.
Well, he had a
double you
gut
up
shot
and
to go with
now you
it.
double me up. So it's fair.
Okay, yeah, it's got the gut
I
shot.
mean, for Jason, that's enough to go with.
I double you.
Well, I mean, we saw him do this, remember, with the 8-high flush draw.
Yeah.
Open-ended with the 8-high flush draw. Like, you can't.
Oh wow.
Can't love just getting it in with an 8-high flush draw.
And that's
And open-ended to like the low end, but
and after he
doesn't mind.
opens 205,
Right.
you really can't be folding when she jams there, I guess.
yeah, he's betting there to not fold to her jam.
So Chelsea and Jason will trade blows.
He's not gambling.
Hey-ya.
Pretty sick for Chelsea.
Playing completely different than he normally does. He really comes just keep kind of stuff.
Chelsea, meet Jason.
She might never leave Sac.
First thing he came on.
That'll be next on the Girl That Plays Poker
Reload,
blog.
fire.
Yeah. How I moved back to Sacramento.
How I was forced to move back to Sacramento.
I couldn't afford to leave.
Yeah.
Game was too good.
No?
Probably not, right?
At least you can say that. That's what I mean.
So I think this is our last hand for the evening, guys.
I know I won a lot of pots, but
Jason can't fold.
I'll probably look at you.
I won half of the
Pretty.
Get it back, Chelsea. Get it back.
Get you some. PLO so much fun.
Yeah. Chelsea and Jared with pretty much the same hand. Jared's was all suited.
Diamonds flop for Chelsea. And she does have a straight flush blocker. And there's the bet.
My hand said it's not everything.
Huh?
What are you doing?
J-Max chatting.
And that takes down the pot.
Takes down the old 7 deuce. Flop flush.
Awesome.
Alright.
So, fun game. 7 max, a little bit different, little change of pace,
A little more flashy.
a little more splashy. And we had a couple of right players to do it as well. I mean, Jared didn't have a blast tonight. Like, he was, yeah, and him and Matt, it's so weird to see Matt get into an awkward spot, you know, and he's usually so good at avoiding those marginal kind of like, ah, God, what do I do here kind of like moments.
Right.
And Jared got him in a couple spots where it may really put the pressure on him.
Yeah, and I mean, I think in both situations, Matt correctly called pre-flop They're both so deep, you know, just trying to get a decent flop, and both times just whipped pretty hard. Well, the second time he had a wrap, but just couldn't sustain the pressure that Jared was willing to put on. So
Yeah.
sick.
Crazy,
Sick
crazy, crazy
between
game.
Jared and J-Mac action tonight was pretty good.
Earl, what a blast.
Yeah.
Okay, this Wednesday, guys, 5:10 No Limit Hold'em. That's Wednesday night at 7 usual time, and then 5:10 as well Saturday night, featuring Val and David Tuckman for our Stone Survivor Series
That's
commentary.
right. Get your bios in for the 5:10 No Limit this Saturday.
Gotta get them in by Wednesday by noon.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Don't be late.
Good game. All right, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
That's us. Thank you.
Good night.